Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Queen Charlotte. This is episode 4, and we had some huge things happen in episode 3. So what I'm looking forward to is seeing how we start getting caught up to Bridgerton seasons 1 and 2. I know we're a little ways away, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, the last episode, we learned a lot about the king, despite this having a significantly different tone than we saw in season 2 of Bridgerton. I am absolutely loving it and can't wait to see what this episode brings.
Yeah, these first 3 episodes have been interesting to say the least. Looking forward to seeing how these last 3 are for us here. Let's go!
Am I not permitted to watch the king?
It is just not usual.
As I just pulled the king out of a hole in the vegetable garden where he was busy discoursing with the sky. Is that usual?
Oh, he's still messed up too.
Yeah,
No, Your Majesty, the king has not been himself lately.
Oh, just lately.
What is happening? What has happened to my husband?
I think we should talk to her. Holy shit.
With the new plows the Dutch are devising.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. It is the Dowager Princess. You are needed at the palace.
Tell her I'm busy in a field.
I believe she has found you a bride.
Well, here we go. Point of view.
Going backwards a little bit.
Did not expect so much company. Should not have troubled them. Cannot stay long. Let us get on with the thing then.
The thing?
You enumerate the many meritorious qualities of some chosen noblewoman, and I remind you how uninterested I am in the qualities of noblewomen.
Your Majesty.
Wow.
Every day you fail to produce an heir, our family's position weakens.
Is that all a king is? Or can a king rule in his own way through practical scientific study, agricultural improvement? Tell me, what would the people prefer, a royal baby or cheap bread?
Right now, they have neither.
Lady Stark.
The war has drained our coffers. Now the American colonies threaten to withhold taxes and Parliament revolts.
Yeah, about that.
People need a king.
They threaten to withhold taxes.
So, I have found you a queen. Sophia Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz.
A German? How exotic.
She is on a ship,
Now,
bound for London. The betrothal contracts are signed. It is done.
impossible.
Which is what we saw.
She will lose the moon. Lose the
Oh, he's starting to crack.
captain or your sextant. No sky, no moon, no moon, no lunas, no
Oh,
lunas.
shit.
Yeah, she knows.
Interesting.
Holy shit. It's actually nice to see her comfort him
Yeah,
instead of just,
actually caring.
yeah.
The symptoms remain consistent with an inflamed cerebellum.
We've entertained all your theories and their hideous treatments. Now it is a week before his wedding, and the king remains as before.
If the king is declared insane, he loses the throne.
Not insane, merely suffering a disorganization of the nerves. A disorganization I have devoted my career to curing.
All right, tell me more.
This quack has no place among proper doctors.
The proper doctors have failed me, so I have had to cast a wider net.
Wow.
Continue, sir.
His type of medicine makes me nervous, though.
What do they involve then?
Simply talking to him.
Are we to believe this malady can be cured with one's voice?
It depends on the voice.
Man, George is in rough shape.
Remember yourself. You are the king of England. You command an entire kingdom. You can command yourself too.
I do like the POV shots
Yeah.
that they're giving there.
Well, shit, did it work?
You're to marry in a week. Are you fit to marry, George?
I am.
Wow.
Well,
What a... Well, he definitely made an impression on Mama,
yeah,
for sure.
a little more intense version of get a hold of yourself.
I'm so intrigued at what his condition is. And of course, proper diagnosis in this time frame.
Yeah, when I heard he was from a hospital like that, I'm like, uh-oh, they're going to want to drill into his head or something.
Behave as though you've been here before.
I do kind of like how we're going back a little bit to kind of catch up to the now.
Yeah, because we saw everything from Charlotte's point of view.
Everything
before.
from Charlotte.
He's got to go catch her climbing a wall, or attempting to.
Well, now it makes a little bit more sense why they were so worried about where he was.
Yeah, Reynolds and Brimsley, yeah.
Yeah, because...
There's a problem.
What have you done now, Brimsley?
Bride is missing.
Oh, he heard that. Okay. I remember seeing something like a shot like that earlier, but now we're getting a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he started having an episode.
And him just walking out of there and just being physical might have helped.
Yeah.
Maybe? Nope.
He's fighting his way
He's
through
fighting it.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Disappearing, as evidently the bride has done. No bride, no wedding.
If your bride is missing, it is your responsibility to remedy that.
I'm not ready, not right.
I have examined you thoroughly, and you are perfectly right.
Do I look perfectly right to you?
Well, I shoot with this hand.
You are perfectly right.
Oh! Whoa!
Wait, no. He is right.
Well, you weren't far off on the get yourself together, man treatment.
I forgot myself. Thank you, Doctor.
Just slap the shit out of the king.
Well, yeah, probably the shock of that for the nerve system.
Yeah, just wakes him up.
Yeah, okay, so here we go. Really digging catching up from his side.
Hello, my lady. Are you in need of assistance of some kind?
He was smitten.
And now we're caught up. That was cool. I like how they did that. I feel like they could have did a whole episode from
absolutely.
George's POV. Oh, maybe we still might get it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's interesting too to see the pressures for each person involved.
Yeah, I like how George is like, "Am I just to be a stud to be bred?" You know.
Deja vu, Beyonce.
Where are you taking me?
You will see. Just wait.
I beat you to it this time.
I wouldn't have gotten that one. I don't know any Beyonce songs.
Decided I am your king.
Now his outbursts
My mistake.
make a little more sense.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Charlotte.
Come on then, just a tipple. Take the night off, Reynolds. The king's at Buckingham House.
His Majesty is back here now.
Oh, so much for that. Okay, sober up and get it together.
That's the shit. He is here.
Got to get back on the clock.
Uh-oh.
Observatory now. Just you.
Does your Majesty not find the Queen attractive? Perhaps is she dull?
She is terrifyingly clever. That is the problem. If she were ugly, if she were dull, I might feel myself up to the task. Instead, her brilliance shows the troll I am. That she belongs as far from me as she can get.
Will your Majesty not be returning to Buckingham House?
I have done as they asked. I married. Now I shall leave her alone, safe from me.
Now it makes sense.
Everything now. Well, there was a lot.
Wow.
Keeping her safe, right? I did what they wanted, and now.
Ready the carriage. We are going to see my husband.
Your Majesty.
I already had my dinner, Reynolds.
The Queen is coming.
What? Why was I not informed?
No one was informed, Your Majesty.
Just did it.
She is at the bridge. She will be here any moment.
Oh, this is great. We're getting a whole episode of catching up from his side.
Of everything we thought we knew.
Yeah.
Thought he was just really into science.
Your Majesty, we were not expecting...
Where is he?
The observatory, Your Majesty.
Oh, hey.
What is this place?
Charlotte. Oh, hello. Here you are.
Will he be cross with her? Absolutely. But she is standing up to him. Perhaps this is good.
I do not know a single soul here except for you. I'm completely alone. And you prefer the sky to me.
Go home, Charlotte.
He was trying to shield it the majority of the time here. Crazy how we're...
Of all the things that it could be.
We're led to see one side. I love the POVs. Probably going to say that about 10 more times.
Does that count?
Impressive scientific collection. I do not know that there is another to match it in England.
Is he here to give him another backhand?
Straighten him up.
Scientists keep the best of it to themselves. Most proven treatments keeping the cutting edge of his methods to himself until they are proven beyond a doubt. If the Queen were to ever see me like that, if she were to...
When?
Surely there must be something that you can do. Something to end the fits.
Something experimental?
I have been experimenting with something more proactive.
Please, I want to be well.
Full access to your majesty at any time, and license to pursue more extreme measures.
Anything. Whatever you have to do, we have the time and privacy of my honeymoon.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so they do all that over the honeymoon.
You have not learned to obey. We require solitude. You are dismissed.
Reynolds.
Wow, even Reynolds.
Reynolds has to respect it and do it. That's what that looked like. Was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You have never known the salubrious powers of Spartan habits.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I can't believe this.
Above all, you have never learned to submit.
He just gets the shit kicked out of him for like a week.
Unbound, it tests the limits of reason.
Oh, got the old leeches.
This is the cure. Submission.
They're just gonna strap him down and make him go through it.
It's interesting they're showing the times where she was upset because she was alone, and
there's the Pomeranian.
Until then, in here you are just another animal in a cage. Just like an animal, I will break you.
Well, she thought she had a rough week during the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Not to say she didn't.
Getting a pretty weird vibe.
Oh! Doctor! Doctor!
Ungag him.
How much longer? Is a broken king really better than a mad one?
Terror is its very basis. Through science and force of will, the Germans transformed their wolves into this thing.
He must act.
I cannot make him act.
You made him consummate the marriage in front of the Dowager Princess.
What would you have the king do?
A gesture?
A gesture?
A gesture.
The dog.
We saw that shot somewhere in prior episodes. It's basically straight up torture.
Is your majesty quite all right? Of course, why wouldn't I be? You questioning the doctor's methods. I have my own doubts about them, but I have to try. It's the only chance I have of being with her.
And he's doing all that for her.
All for her, yeah.
With respect, your majesty is his majesty. I cannot take the risk, especially with a woman so unpredictable. Bursting in unannounced on the king, while she is almost as mad as I am.
I was to say, she's unpredictable? What about you?
Yeah.
A woman like that is too dangerous for a man like me.
Or maybe a perfect match.
There you go. And there it is.
I think we cannot know until His Majesty spends more time with her.
Oh, Reynolds! Look at that!
I cannot be with her. But perhaps I could be near her.
Every other day? Even days?
Is he just gonna keep an eye on her?
Ready the carriage, Reynolds. We're going to Buckingham House.
Yeah.
So he was about her the whole time. That's what we're learning now.
He was so in love. He was willing to go to these extremes to be with her.
Good call out earlier, Quinn, that, well, you thought they had a little part, but in hindsight now of what we're learning, they had a huge, Reynolds and Brimsley had a huge part.
Yeah, total
in making this
MVPs.
work. At least in my eyes, they've
So far, anyway.
yeah, a good portion, not huge, but a good portion. The rest was obviously on Charlotte and George. They were the bridge.
They were. He just has to watch from afar, Oak.
She's playing chess with herself. She is mad.
I believe she is lonely, Your Majesty. She may miss her husband.
I think I miss her too.
Pick that up.
gesture. A gesture. Some token, some sign that she is not really alone, that you shall be with her soon. Something to be with her until I can be. Precisely. Say, what hours does the doctor keep in his laboratory? Does your Majesty require his attention? On the contrary.
Oh, it was George. We thought it was Brimsley and Reynolds that came up with the idea for the dog.
Wow. This is great.
Just throw out
Great
everything
episode.
you thought you knew from those first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
We're rewriting history.
Cannot a king move freely about his own palace?
Well, typically, a king moving freely around his palace probably isn't tiptoeing around.
Fitting present now. From my cage to hers. I want the queen to know we will not be caged forever.
So that was the symbolism behind it.
Yep. And Charlotte didn't quite get it at first.
Well, in fairness,
right.
That's what's great so far about this whole episode. We were literally in Charlotte's shoes thinking pretty much the same she was.
like,
and now we're seeing what George has been doing the whole time, and it's not anywhere near what we were all thinking, for the most part.
Is Your Majesty quite confident in his security?
What are you saying?
My dog is missing, and the stupid beast nowhere to be found.
It may be that the beast was not so stupid. Lapdog or wolf. Soon enough, an animal
Just talking with that blade
Yeah.
right there. Not a good idea.
Oh, the ring of it.
I've never done that, and I don't.
I never will.
Could.
The Dowager Princess has asked me to convey a message to Your Majesty.
Consummate.
Your Majesty, news from Buckingham House. The Queen has received your gesture. Oh. She called it a deformed bun. You know what? No ice bath. No chair today.
I command you to stay.
Sorry, Doctor. Today I would rather work on my farm.
Ah, look what he's wearing.
Pushing back. He's just loving this.
Remember, this is a passion.
Yeah.
I say this work has made me hungry.
I'm afraid that my larder may not rate with Your Majesty.
I think I shall dine with my wife.
And now, as days go on, he starts thinking about it more. The more he wants. Look at that yard.
I mean, you better.
Nice and green, not a dandelion in there.
No, heaven forbid.
Top notch.
The goats have been busy out there.
His heart is opened like a flower. His loins throb only for Her Majesty.
You would do well to express gratitude.
Yet I feel only suspicion.
Oh, this was our epic dinner scene.
That is a welcome development.
It is. Have his bits healed, then?
The bits are fine.
I spoke out of turn. I offer my apologies.
Accepted.
But you can confirm His Majesty's condition has eased?
There is no condition.
Look at Reynolds.
I could be useful. I am a patriot. I serve the crown. You cannot take all of this on alone.
You are climbing, Brimsley.
I am not.
He is mine. Stay down. No fish around the king.
No onions around Diamond Dave.
No.
No onions. Send him back.
Yeah, this dinner didn't end up going so well.
No. Well,
This dinner,
for a minute or two, it didn't go well, and then it took a.
Yeah.
one of these dinners went real well, right in front of the whole
Yeah,
audience.
This was the. Oh, it started.
Come on, George.
Is this show really trying to tell us that the Mad Doctor's methods were actually suppressing all that?
And now he's in a situation where it's just him surrounded by a bunch of people
Yep.
being obedient.
Yeah, Reynolds has got to get rid of these guys.
Oh, shit. Maybe this wasn't the dinner. There you go.
Oh, that's all it took, just a hand on his shoulder.
Man, this is sad.
Hello, Charlotte.
Yeah, this was the dinner.
Is it all right if I join you for a meal this evening?
A meal. A meal!
Charlotte,
Yeah.
you have no reason to trust me. I marry you, and then I disappear into my observatory. And then I come here to dine as if... But if you will give me just one evening of your time,
Just one.
Allow me to show you where my mind has been.
That's right. Okay. Then they go.
Yeah, we were jumping ahead a little bit.
That's right, because we're not even to the even days yet, and that's when that was going on.
This was the observatory.
Does this mean you're coming home?
Tiny bed.
To Buckingham House.
I'm coming home to Buckingham House.
Your Majesty?
Not now, Doctor. I'm busy moving.
Moving?
Oh.
But such a change could have disastrous consequences for your health.
My health. Doctor, I feel healthier than I have in years.
That's because
it was actually working.
I don't know if it was working as more of like keeping it suppressed.
That's what I'm saying. It gave him more time between or suppressing.
Right,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Right. I guess it was
here,
working, but not like a final result.
Fix.
Yeah, final fix.
Yeah.
I need to know if you have properly bedded her.
Crown. I did. You told me to charm her to make it easier for the crown. I have done my best. You told me I could not let her know me. It has been abundantly clear since my first breath that I was born for the happiness or misery of a great nation, and consequently must often act contrary to my passions. She is gone. Your mother has departed, Your Majesty. I saw to it myself.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
The Queen is at breakfast in the dining room. If you would like to join her, I can.
And then here we go. This is when we first saw it.
She will never know of it.
Oh, I thought we were going to kind of pick up right there with Doc. There's
the best silverware.
Dude, they have more fucking silverware. Oh, better ruin the mood so we can be mindful of the silverware.
Was that not up to your standards? Because
You
I
saw
feel
a
that
doctor the other day in the cellar.
Crown must be examined on Coronation Day.
Why does he always have to shave him?
Bravo to anyone who does that with the blade. I could never.
If Your Majesty would hold still, I might avoid nicking the royal neck. The light down here is not what I'm used to.
Thanks for telling me that.
Since you moved here, you've not been to the chair. If we do not resume treatment soon, we risk losing everything we have accomplished.
You and I, Doctor, have accomplished nothing. Anything accomplished for me has been the work of my bride. Her methods have done more for me than you and your chair ever could.
Oh.
Your Majesty forgets himself. Grow reckless.
Look, the intimidation.
Attention.
The intimidation he tries to do.
Yeah.
It's pretty gutsy.
When I was an infant, I have lived my entire life in terror of acting incorrectly because every incorrect action threatened the ruin of England. But terror, I thought that terror was the price of being royal. Now, I have met a woman who is never terrified, commits unthinkable impertinences.
Impertinence. Well.
And she is the most royal person I've ever known. Excuse me, Doctor. I have a party to attend.
The doctor looked like he had a little bit of a grin there.
I do not know if you understand what you have done. With one evening, one party, we have created more change than Britain has in the last century, more than I would have dreamed.
You can do anything, George.
With you by my side, I think I can.
That hits so different now.
Yeah. First time seeing it to now, like that's
because we thought one thing and
way
he may
more
have
meaning.
meant that, but also his personal health.
Yeah. Like way more meaning now.
Yeah.
You will never treat me again. You are no longer my doctor.
Oh, pity. Nevertheless, I remain the Queen's.
The Queen's?
Yes. I'm preparing this poultice for her now.
Stay away from her.
But, Your Majesty, she came to me.
But why would she need a doctor?
Well, because, obviously, she is with child. She was not sure, but I have.
Oh, is this what did it to him?
A joyous day for England.
Yeah, it seems like the pressure is really what sets these instances off. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of them, but you know, he had the reaction when his mom was pressuring him, and now learning that it's going to be a dad, which of course is big news for anyone. Everybody handles that news differently.
Yes,
Some
they do.
people just overwhelmed with joy. Some people get nervous, scared, all the above.
Yeah, he's got that look.
Yep, here we go.
Yep. And
there we go.
Yep.
George, is that you?
recalculating. He's like a GPS. Sorry.
And here we go.
Farmer George. Yeah. Come on. What is this? What has happened to my husband?
Time to tell the queen the truth.
I wonder if Reynolds did, though. And now he's back to George. He's probably going to piece it together.
Oh, he's actually seeing his work.
Yeah.
Reynolds, my carriage.
Your Majesty.
Brimsley.
I beg Your
Brimsley,
Majesty.
stop.
You said 5 pieces, I need 50.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Charlotte,
This is...
I did not expect you.
The knives at Buckingham House used to be sharp enough. Then, one day, they were all dull.
Oh.
It happened to be the day the king joined me there.
I believe we may have to break fast another morning, Lady Howe.
Yes, Mum.
So that's a clear sign right there, too.
Yeah.
Surely a coincidence, too, that the very same day the windows were sealed shut.
All the precautions.
I am not a Shakespeare enthusiast.
The one about the mad king thought I was the damaged one. When he...
The king is not mad. The king is merely exhausted from holding the greatest nation in the world on his shoulders. If God grant you ever do bear an heir, then you may start to learn, and your first lesson will be this. You would do anything to stop the cracking. You would engage hideous doctors and 1,000 disgusting treatments.
Yep.
If necessary, you would leave the rough edges of his nature for his bride to discover in due course.
He was talking to the sky.
And what of it? You were nothing.
Oh, right there.
And it's kicking in again. Yeah, it's when these
I did not ask to sit
very
at the helm of
tense
the world.
situations come into play or high pressure.
I must leave my home, my family, my language, my life. It cannot be for a man I do not know, for a lie.
Your insolence truly knows no bounds.
Insolence.
Holy shit. And, of course, we're going to end the episode any second, aren't we? Oh, he's back.
Resume the treatments.
Your Majesty.
He knew he'd be back.
Yep.
Strap me back in.
Wow. It's almost like he went back to punish himself after hearing that conversation.
Well, and he's willing to do anything if it means, giving Charlotte some level of happiness or a complete marriage. But this was easily the fastest episode of the series for me. This one flew by, and I don't know if it's because of, the subject matter and everything we're learning about George, or if it was because we were revisiting things that we had already seen and we're just getting different points of view of that. But
well, I think to answer your question there, I think it's all the above, right? Because we got to fill in a different POV, which some people are probably sick of that word. We got to
take a drink every time Diamond Dave says POV.
We've got to see the one way, and we thought one way. Now we get this whole different perspective, and now it makes you realize, like, wow.
Yeah, for me, this episode, and I don't want to speak about the episode as a whole quite yet, but I do have to get in that this episode changes the entire series for me. And you mentioned that it has a different tone when we started, from season 1s of 2. Yeah. And now it absolutely has a different tone. Like this, this feels like the world of Bridgerton only in the time period. It feels like we're telling a completely different story, and just because of the tone and the way we're seeing things, we're not dealing with the burdens that Daffers and Anthony went through in the first 2 seasons. This is something totally different, and it's just so wildly different.
Well, if you think about it, we're dealing with a lot of the same themes about the complications of relationships, about being truthful with your spouse, about who you really are, what your intentions are, what your thoughts are. Because had he from day one, I know Mason Quinn loves to say it, just had a little communication. Come together with with Charlotte and said, look, this is something I'm working through. This is an issue that I have. The doctors only know so much about it. I'm currently going through treatment, so I'm doing my best not to subject you to the things that I'm dealing with. And of course, Charlotte's reaction here and just talking to the princess, she seemed like, it's
because she came in feeling one way, and then
now she feels like she was lied to, and instead of
we could see how she
1,000%. She absolutely can feel like she'd lie to. And I feel like with Charlotte's personality here, had they been honest with her since day one and said, look, he's a warm-hearted person. He's very kind. He's very understanding. He's very different from other monarchs. But he's got this medical condition that we're working through. We don't have any complete answers for, but this is where we're at. I think, she seems like she's the type of person who sits down and says, okay, let's work through this. How can I help? How can I be there? But she's also not the type of person that wants to be lied to or deceived. And she has every right to be angry about this. Now, you want her to come around and be like, okay, just be understanding of the pressure he is going through and the pressure of being a young king and having these medical issues and not wanting people to know and not wanting you to think less. I mean, look, it wouldn't be the first time in a relationship where, a person didn't tell somebody something bad about them, not because they didn't want to be honest or they really wanted to hide something. It's just like, I don't want you to think less of me for something that's not something I can help.
Right. But the flip side of that is he couldn't tell anybody about his condition because he is the king. You remember back in those first couple episodes when the queen was in there with puke and all the other yes men, and they're like, oh no, I forget what they were talking about, but like, oh no, the king's golf game is amazing. He hit 3 holes in 1. I mean, obviously that's not what they said, but they just refused to say anything remotely negative about King George, and they were so afraid to. So it's like, I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, and that would have been for the best, but at the same time, they were never going to have the king have any type of weakness that anybody can see, and I'm sure they looked at it as a weakness, so they tried to hide it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's weakness or if it's just them.
I mean, the literally
mad king trying to. Well, okay, so mom made it very clear that she wants to make him better by any means necessary at this point now, right? So I think from her standpoint, she's trying to help him, or she thinks she's doing what's best to help him, especially in those times. So I don't fault her.
Yeah, she brought in every doctor she could.
Because that line right there, when you air a baby, then you're going to experience what well, you could potentially experience what I'm, experiencing now.
There's nothing you wouldn't do to
There's nothing
keep
you wouldn't
safe,
do. Yeah, so I do feel like mom is trying her best to help him out, but with how extreme that we're going here, and I kind of alluded to it or said it in reaction, that at some point this is just straight torture now, more so than it was anything else. And part of me, and I don't know if you guys got the vibe or how you guys felt at home watching it for your first time, but it's the doctor. I'm sure there's parts where it felt like he was meaning well at some points, not all points, in thinking that this is going to work, because he was very confident in saying, if we do these torturous things, it's going to get you out of it. I was actually waiting, and I don't know if you guys were either, I was waiting to see if he would crack a smile, because then that would show me like he's sadistic and torturing the king. Yeah. But it was just blank. His face was just blank. He shut the door.
Well, some of you see stories of doctors who do that stuff, and there's never a smile, but it's still sadistic. They just enjoy, seeing what all these things are going to do to somebody. I mean, but look, and obviously it's a drastically different scenario, but they were using shock therapy on people in the modern times, all the way up to probably 70s and 80s even. I mean, they were doing some shock therapy. Maybe it was the 50s or 60s, but I mean, they were doing some crazy stuff. But look, science and medical practices all the way around in the 1700s, 1800s, there was a lot of interesting stuff. They brought up bloodletting,
they had some
using the leeches and stuff like that. And I mean, there was all sorts of old medical practices that were not only not beneficial for the patient, but very dangerous, that your top medical minds at the time thought, were effective. And so it's, it's a difficult thing to watch. I think, I don't want to say panic attack, because I think there's more going on here than that, but it seems to be brought on by high pressure situations. And
it's like one of many Kickstarters.
Yeah, because it's interesting when we saw the one where he called for the doctor. It was, we can go back. Called for the doctor when his mom was giving him the business.
Yep.
Then we called for the doctor on his wedding day.
Got the old slap across the face.
And then the doctor was up, he gets up in the middle of the night after being with Charlotte, and the doctor tells him, oh, hey, by the way, you're going to be a dad, and that's when that next case, he goes and sits in the chair. That's when he really, put him over the edge. So I think it's high stress situations that seem to be triggering, which is very similar to what we see with some people who have anxiety or panic attacks today. When things are going easy, it's a lot easier to maintain, kind of a base level. And when things start getting difficult, or you have some sort of situation that's, putting you under a lot of pressure, that's when a lot of people, tend to have issues. And I think we saw that here in a lot of the instances that he had. And so it's going to be interesting to see, who, his mom brought up, if high pressure situations, intense situations are what's going to cause this. You are the king. Yeah. Is there a scenario to where, you're not making those decisions, or you don't live in such a manner where you're ever getting stressed out about stuff?
Bridgerton seasons 1 and 2, the king is tucked away. Queen Charlotte's doing everything. We never even see the king in those first couple episodes. We see him, but we basically never see him. He's always hidden away.
Yeah, we get to see the next 2 episodes of probably, which I hope, of decisions based around. We're getting the obvious right now, right?
Yeah.
But are we going to get to see the decisions of hey, we need to keep him in this section, never let him come past here, and however they made that deal or scenario play out. So I'm hoping we get those tidbits.
Charlotte and the princess,
the princess.
I don't have dowager princess. I don't have a lot of experience running nations or worlds here, folks. But if
you don't have a lot.
I don't have a lot. No,
any.
Played Risk.
Play a few. Played
a world game.
Few video games, a few board games.
Your bar, folks.
So I can't speak from experience, but I will say that his mom and Charlotte seem capable of making decisions that would probably be in the best interest of the people. Of course, at the time, they wanted decisions from the king. But if everybody thinks that decisions are coming from the king, but they're really decisions made by other people, maybe that's a scenario where you can take the pressure off him. Yeah. Now, of course, you have the parliament, Puke and his boys hanging out all the time, wanting to watch the king do his business so they know what happened. And, it's an interesting scenario. I don't know where they're going to go.
And you talked about, anxiety and these things that kind of trigger what goes on with King George. This whole episode, there was moments where they did that to us as the audience. And it seemed like every time George was getting the straight razor shave, that the way the doctor was holding him and the tension that they had and the way they were talking and just how slowly he was doing the razor, that was a lot of tension for me right there. And I know that when, the doctor had the attitude he did because he told George, hey, we do this treatment, I'm going to make you suffer. I'm going to tell you what to do. It's going to be a whole different, ball game than what you're used to. And so I think that continued even when he wasn't necessarily in the treatment. That's kind of how the doctor seemed to handle George for the most part. I think the only time I saw him possibly crack a smile was when George told the doctor about, Queen Charlotte, and he got up and left. And I thought for a moment maybe it wasn't a smile, but at least I don't think he was frowning. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as far as the anxiety, man, when he had that thing going up on his neck like that.
Dude, so that's what made me really question the doctor, because at some of these points in here, he was trying to literally intimidate King here.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the treatment, but still.
Well, that's where I'm thinking he kind of went a little personal with it and found a power play, because I get to do this to the king. Nobody else can, kind of thing.
Yeah, like when he slapped him, they were like, they came up like, oh my God, you can't slap the king. And the king was like, no, it's okay. He can. It is worth
manipulation almost a little bit. Did you guys get that vibe? Just
of course.
I mean, not as much, not more than what I think the doctor is genuinely trying to help him. I just think his methods are so shocking to us as the viewer that. And we've also been trained through other shows and movies that like, okay, what's this guy's agenda? And maybe that's just how he has to treat the king. I mean, slapping the king is a massive deal that, we kind of, overlook it a little bit because it's common. But yeah, I mean, you're done. Your whole family's done. Your extended family's done. And so I think we need to, kind of bear that in mind. So I think, look, I haven't seen anything quite yet that makes me think the doctor is really up to anything super nefarious. I just think his methods are very shocking to us.
It is also worth noting that the mom brought up here about they don't want to pay taxes over in the Americas. I mean, look, if
you're counting on that,
if this is the late 1700s, that was an incredibly stressful time for the monarchy and over in England when, of course, the colonists, and we went through all the Revolutionary War stuff and everything that happened during that time frame.
Just a few minutes ago, I did look at, because I wanted to know the year, this 1761.
Okay. So, I mean, 15 years before the Revolutionary War. But I mean, not before it started, but before the but I mean, obviously there would have been issues already, in the 1760s, as far as people questioning why are we paying taxes, if taxation without representation, but just being how old did they say he was at the time? I know Charlotte, they said was 17.
Charlotte's 17 and he 22.
I mean, look, that's God. If I think about my ability to handle responsibilities when I was 22, and look, there's a lot of young men and women who do. I mean, you think about people who are, in a lot of positions coming right out of college, or people who, take over family businesses, people in the military. I mean, there's a lot of people at 22 who are entrusted with incredibly important responsibilities. I'm just saying, I don't know that I would have been in the spot to be running any country.
Reynolds with you,
a Reynolds and a Brimsley, which I loved seeing that when we thought that it was Brimsley and Reynolds who came up with the idea for the dog. Here it was George, and like he was all smiles about it, like, oh, she's gonna love the Pomeranian. This is gonna be great. This is like my home run hit. And when she called it a deformed bunny, when Reynolds told him it was a deformed bunny, he still got a laugh out of it. So again, just so fun seeing all the backstory of what we thought we knew.
Men seem to always think that fluffy things will make young women happy. The number of stuffed animals I gave as gifts to women far past ages of when stuffed animals should be given to women is one of the most cringe-inducing things that I look back on my younger years. Look,
your heart
folks,
was in it.
Look, we've all been there. Most of us men have been there where you've
I don't
gone.
think I've ever gifted.
I don't think I've
a teddy bear or any
went
kind
to
of
cringe levels as you just
Have
stated.
you've never?
I don't think I ever have.
Have you? Did you ever give a girlfriend or somebody you were dating for either
Certainly not a
Valentine's Day or
Pomeranian.
birthday or Christmas a stuffed animal?
Not a stuffed animal, flowers and such, but not a stuffed.
Fuck, maybe it was just me, man. You see, like I watched way too many goddamn 80s movies. And I always like, I don't know, like I always thought like stuffed animals were like a fucking, it's a cuddly, it's Valentine's Day, it's Christmas. Like look, at the time, even my teens and my early 20s, I'm too broke to buy anything like fucking nice, And now I look back, I give fuck.
I do. Let me share this with you quick so you don't feel so bad. My cousin,
good.
Christmas.
Thank you.
For Christmas, we were in high school. He got a gift from his sisters, which was chocolates. So then he came to my house, asked me if I could wrap them so he could give them to his girlfriend for Christmas.
that's classic regifting. That's a good regift though.
Hey.
That's a good regift.
Well,
Guys, when I was like
total details.
Guys,
Either way, I was like, "Are you really doing this?"
When I was like
store down the road.
But are you sure you don't want to try anything else?
When I was like fucking 21 or 22, way past fucking stuffed animal ages, I gave my girlfriend at the time like a fucking stuffed like. God, this is so fucking embarrassing. I went home. I did like guys. I did a fucking Build-A-Bear. I did a stuff because you can customize them, right?
Yeah.
And I think, and the reason I'm sharing this is because I think a lot of men have been there. I can't even say we've all been there because basically,
I bet you here's some.
A lot of us
have given the whole reason I'm bringing up this Build-A-Bear story from many, many years ago is because a lot of men at a young age thought some men at young ages, even into early 20s, think that a cuddly, fluffy gift is something that a woman will say, "Oh my God, it's so cute. I love it." Now, granted, a dog is a lot different than a teddy bear.
Pomeranian is,
but it felt very relatable. But it was like, "Oh, it's cute and fluffy. She'll love it." And then I'm like, "Oh, Did
you do the move where you sprayed your cologne on it? I've heard about that move. Did you do that, Oak? Did you spray your cologne on it? He did, Diamond Dave.
You should admit that for camera.
He did it.
I think I probably did. I can't.
Don't tell me it was fucking Axe.
I can't. No. Dude, they didn't even have.
I just hope it was.
Axe body spray wasn't even a fucking thing when I was in high school. You're aging me. When I was I graduated high school in '98, so late '90s, early 2000s.
You know what
it was
I'm
either
talking
Tommy, it was Cool Water, it was Happy from Estee Lauder, Ralph Lauren Polo or Polo Sport. Those were the Acqua di Gio by Armani, which you can still get today. But no, dude, they didn't even have Axe body spray when I was. You
just said 22.
No, when I was 22.
Yeah, you were just talking about high school. Were you in high school in 22? Are you not telling us something?
No. When I was 22,
took him a while.
Would have been around 2002.
All right,
Axe body spray wasn't in 2000. He's going to Google when Axe body spray first came out.
Made my contact lens pop out this conversation.
But the point, look, I'm trying to relate it to the show here. He got something fluffy and cute for the dog.
The brand entered market 2002.
When in 2002, I can tell you. But in any regard, no, I went to sprayed body spray. I would have gone with cologne, but not great either way. Anyhow, sometimes men get fluffy things to give to women, and the gift doesn't land as good as you think it's going to get. And then you sit here on a reaction channel 23 years later and have the worst cringe embarrassment you can in front of an audience of potentially thousands upon thousands.
Look, I'm laughing at you. I just want to highlight.
I want to let you know I'm not laughing with you. I'm laughing at you.
Yeah. I am not. I'm not. The greatest thing to give gifts. So I just want to highlight to kind of get near your level that
there's going to be. Look, there's every fucking 80s rom-com. The guys gave stuffed animals to chick. Better Off Dead. Roy Stalin. What did he do?
Well, don't spoil because I need to see it.
Yes, you are lucky. He's laughing so hard he's crying his contacts out.
I know.
That's what you did in rom-coms in the 80s was you showed up with the giant teddy bears. You thought it was cute, and then somehow we thought it was cute in real life. Look, I can't speak for women, whether women like those things anymore. But to the young fellas out there, if you're in your teen years or early 20s or whatever age, just be careful. The fluffy things might not land as great of a gift as you think they're going to.
All that being said,
shift on that one.
All that being said, I would like to say that we talked about different point of views in this episode and how we got them. I thought that when George said he wanted to do, when he's talking that conversation with Reynolds, how he was so smitten with Charlotte, like that inspired him, that he wanted to do all this and he wanted to do that. And that scene then later when they were laying in bed together, George and Charlotte, of course, when they were talking about how you did more for the country and
they were sitting in the chair.
Yeah, and you did more for the world in this short period of time than it has been done. It's like we thought that was just about the country and everything like that. But here it was actually she had done more for George than anybody had in his whole life. I thought that was really brilliant.
He tied it in with...
another point of view that we didn't see.
Well, I think...
it hits differently now, right?
Absolutely.
I think
it changes everything.
I think it hits different. I don't think... I still very much think that quote was about the mixing of cultures.
Yep.
But I think it changed how he looked at her. I don't think he was talking about himself. You've done more for the country because you've helped me with my mental health. I think that there was this ongoing realization of how incredible of a woman the young Charlotte was. And I think he, watching it again from a different standpoint, it was very interesting the way they did this whole episode. Brilliant writing, because it's not like they completely shifted everything where it's like, some movies, we're going to go back to the same point in time, but now you get to see it. I mean, we saw a lot of the same scenes, but you just saw it from a different point of view, It sounds different when I say point of view versus just POV, but in any regard, there's the whole episode, the way they shifted it a little bit, I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm just really excited to get to the next one.
Same.
The way I feel this episode was very much needed. Well, I guess I didn't know how much I needed it until we saw it. Now I'm happy that we got what we got from this story. Now moving forward, we got to the catch up to where we last left off. So now I'm really curious how they're going to do these next two episodes with everything they've given us so far. So I'm ready for the next one.
Easily, for me, the fastest episode of Queen Charlotte. So let's see what is yet to come. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This was Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. Catch us back here for the next one, folks.
Dearest, gentle reader, much like a phoenix rising from the ashes, so too our queen rises.
Was there doves on the top of that hair?
In it. Yeah.
Jeez.
I sometimes think our queen must be the loneliest woman in England.
There are birds on top. I'm waiting for her to drop a tear.
Well, her eyes were...
Yeah, she's welling up.
Do you think she misses it? I beg your pardon. Companionship. She has a husband. She is as much a widow as you and I.
Do you suppose the Queen ever seeks
violent treatment? If our Queen has been bedded... No.
Violent
I would never. I would never.
I think such things. You pay mind to the arm.
That was.
Yeah.
We needed that to break the.
Now she's contemplating her own loneliness, and maybe many years later, Mama needs to try to find love again.
Oh, Mama is...
Oh.
All right. Nope. Okay. She just wants to be held. I really thought they were going there. Violet
Bridgerton would never
Diamond
scream.
Dave Damone, how
there's no
dare
shame.
you?
There's absolutely no shame. Good for Violet if she was.
How dare he? You, sir, are improper. Oh. I was going to say they showed the ceiling. How many times was she staring at the ceiling, waiting for it to be over?
Yep.
Run.
WWE.
Well.
Your Majesty.
Is he dead?
I imagine His Majesty remains quite alive.
Oh, she just had a...
May His Majesty.
We'll find out. I want to be sure.
Are we going to see where they've been keeping him now?
Well, I'm sure he's in a nice...
Every man and woman in the British Empire obeys the Queen's whim. We would go to battle to save her. But what matter?
So what do we...
Cannot be conquered by any army. Loneliness is a battle even queens must fight for themselves.
Jeez.
See, it's almost like he was calling for the torture, like he wanted it.
Unless he had some sort of like...
You're like, yeah, do it.
Safe
the
word.
Madness or whatever, you know?
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord Danbury.
Let us pray. Our Father, hallowed be thy name.
People in the comments letting us know who the daughter is there. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks for giving us your insight on Lady Danbury as well.
They do not seem to feel much upset at the death of their father.
Which is not a surprise.
It's not surprising you should mourn him. He was your husband.
Oh boy, here we go.
I was 3 when my parents promised me, when a deal was struck. 3 years old.
What the fuck?
Wow. Jesus.
I never thought what it would actually be like to have him. I was raised for him, and now I am new.
Find your own purpose.
I am brand new, and I do not even know how to breathe air he does not exhale.
Fucking 3.
Has he written? I'm afraid not, Your Majesty. The Dowager Princess.
What does she want?
She arrives with Lord Bute.
I'm not receiving visitors.
Lord Puke.
Oh, fucking Bute.
Brought with them the royal physician.
I absolutely refuse to see the physician.
Look at those devices.
She is with child.
It is done.
Are you certain? Can we announce?
Not until the quickening.
Before the month is done, I would expect.
Sorry, folks. Not sure what a quickening is.
I will have my things moved over to Buckingham House at once. Your safety is most important. I shall not leave you alone for a moment.
Oh, joy.
Have
boy.
a living.
There it is.
And now she has to deal with her mother-in-law.
You know I could not. You know that I'm not able.
Much as I would love to stand here and help you find your words, I have my own duties to attend to. Deliver the letter to His Majesty.
Ouch. Cold.
That's where we're at. I mean...
What is that?
Yeah, this is just torture now.
You have been told not to bother Dr. Munro when he is working.
I have a letter for His Majesty from his wife. I must deliver royal mail personally.
Oh.
Your Majesty, I have a letter.
No, you're not ready.
Put it with the others.
Put it with
others.
the others.
Jesus.
His
right.
condition is bad.
Oh, his condition is not my immediate concern right now.
How many are we going to see there now?
Yeah, what kind of stack?
Dozen, half dozen, 50?
Oh my God.
Very
a lot.
tiny letters, yeah. All while she's pregnant.
You have visitors downstairs.
I am mourning. Send them away.
Lord and Lady Smythe Smith, with the Duke of Hastings and several other families from our side.
The Duke?
We need to know what happens now.
You are asking me if my 4-year-old son is now Lord Danbury.
Well,
does he inherit the title?
I never thought.
Backstory that we get on Lady D is deep too.
Will you remain Lady Danbury, or are you just Mrs. Danbury?
Wow. I wasn't ready for this either. The weight that's on her shoulders too.
Yeah. Well, and Bridgerton 1 and 2 doesn't really give us anything to go off of.
Solicitor will handle this. I will write to him and he will come.
Do you really think a solicitor will come to see a woman?
I shall simply sign the letter Danbury.
Ah, there you go.
You are sure he is receiving the letters?
I am delivering them, Your Majesty.
She's not fallen down a flight of stairs or choked on a cube of meat?
I am sorry to report that she remains alive and well.
she's still here.
And healthy.
You see moments of Charlotte's attitude in the future in this version of her sometimes.
Are you almost finished?
I am afraid I am not even half done.
Oh.
We still need the king.
Oh.
By His Majesty's request.
His Majesty is quite thoughtful.
Sure he did. That's the old monster-in-law getting involved.
Yeah.
My skin is too light.
Let me see. No. Paint her skin lighter.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck?
You're the queen. Tell her what's up.
Fuck that.
Just keeps writing letters that he's never going to see.
We should start paying our bills this way.
I still use checks where I can just to annoy him.
You do not.
Sometimes.
Where the fuck are you writing checks at?
Oh,
to Bridgerton.
To Bridgerton. Federal government treasury.
Okay, that's fair. Uh-oh. Shouldn't be doing that.
Is he going to start responding as if he's George? That's risky. I don't think Brimsley would do that.
I think he's just making sure he knows all and is ready for all.
What's in there.
Which is why him and Reynolds have been pretty successful at a bunch of stuff.
She's writing to Duke Adolphus.
The Queen's brother in Germany.
Because she cannot leave without a country to give her safe haven and a male protector. She wants to leave.
Yeah. She's done.
I can fail to post it.
Well, at this moment.
Yeah.
Shall I fail to post it?
That is up to your discretion.
Oh, put it on Brimsley.
You can tell His Majesty.
There is nothing that can be done. Post it.
Wow.
Reynolds is in danger. And you keep secrets.
Keep your secrets. All of this is resting on Brimsley and Reynolds.
No, I really cannot hear of it. I must accompany you.
No, Coral, thank you. I want solitude.
I shall keep a distance.
Solitude.
Umbrellas to block the sun seem to have faded away over the decades, haven't they?
I think it depends on the activity. You still see him at the beach.
This is true. But not just for a walk on a sunny day.
Well, unless you're Mason Quinn.
Well, you got to take care of your skin.
I wonder what this place is.
Good for her for walking all that way in those shoes.
Lord Led, what are you doing out here? I thought this was my estate.
There is your estate. Here is my estate.
Am I trespassing?
I will not set the hounds on you. I am sorry for your loss.
I could not lie abed any longer, so here I am.
I will see you here tomorrow, same time. You will wear better shoes. We can ramble together.
What was that smile as he walked away?
I think she's
freedom.
I think she's happy to just finally have
all new freedom.
Friend who's not maybe after something. Somebody she can talk to.
These the kids? Yeah.
Oh,
the sideburns. Bravo for another fantastic hairpiece.
This is Princess Adelaide.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
And Edward, this is Princess Victoria.
Pleasure to meet you.
They will do.
Hello. My sons have been ever so eager to meet
Hello.
you.
The eyebrows on that guy match his sideburns.
We shall call on you two again shortly.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses.
These kids want no part of what Mom's trying to do here.
Who are they?
Your
You're
wives.
betrothed.
Betrothed? They are strangers.
What of it? They are connected. They are perfect. And next week, they will be your wives.
Did you say next, Mother? You cannot be...
Oh, she's serious.
A say in the direction of our own lives? Especially when you propose to bind them to complete strangers.
What do you think your mom did?
Right. She should have no sympathy for these kids. Get in line. Tell them how it is.
Did I Him or that?
No, just Mason Quinn telling him to get in line, get married.
Listen to the queen.
We got 2 seasons of Bridgerton. Mason Quinn forgets all about love, and he's back to do your duty.
They had their chance.
And in our recent encounters, you have been out of sorts in a way most unlike you.
I am quite fine.
Violet Bridgerton.
Yes, I am out of sorts. Anthony is on his honeymoon. Eloise is in some kind of squabble with Penelope, and you know how...
Yes.
Aha!
So she is stomping around the house looking like a cloud of thunder.
There is nothing you cannot share with me.
I shall not.
So there is something.
I cannot.
You can.
You can.
Well, she can't tell you here, but I will.
Seems my garden is in bloom.
It is the middle of winter. The ground is frozen.
My husband and I had a garden.
Garden.
But lately, without warning, the garden has begun to bloom.
The garden.
I wasn't far off.
That's innuendo.
And now it wants things.
Your garden is in bloom.
It is blooming out of control. I am becoming dangerous, Agatha.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, what?
It was lovely to see you.
Oh, Violet.
Good day.
But of course.
What a conversation.
I fail to understand you.
The rose bush is ablaze.
It's purely platonic.
What's gone? It's not gone at all. The horse cakes, though, that requires no vision. That is always.
Horse cakes.
The kitchen. Yesterday your dinner spoiled. Tell them I need no dinner.
Oh, good.
Oh, back to this. These 2 doofuses.
You forgot something the other day. Our eldest brother, the man in charge since father's incapacity.
Oh.
With the sole authority to approve any marriage within the royal house.
He hasn't approved them, and he will not. Quite offended, see, that you did not consult him first.
What is going on?
Wow.
I mean, I know what's going on, but still.
Now, Georgie, be a good boy and approve your brother's marriages.
Be a good boy and approve them.
I approve.
That backfired.
That's it. I'll see you later. You're on your own.
Backfired.
See what I'm saying? Oh, get in line.
Mason Quinn's living in the 1800s for saying that.
I'm sure that...
Not modern day Mason.
No, I just want him to listen to Queen Charlotte.
1817.
I'm sure they'll all be very happy in their marriages.
Well, not everyone was. Look at what they've been presenting us.
Yeah, not everybody gets to be happy. Why should they?
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's a comedic take on it. We can have fun with Queen Charlotte's bullying of her children.
I'm sure.
Good crossing, my lord. Horrible.
It's been a minute since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, Duke Adolphus Frederick IV of Mecklenburg-Strelitz.
A.K.A. your brother.
I believe she is with her modiste.
Wait outside, Brimsley.
Getting a new dress made.
Oh, I would have been here sooner, but it was a hard crossing.
Oh.
Your Majesty. Happy news.
Only I am not happy. I want to go home, Adolphus.
Home?
Oh, here we go.
You shall take me home. Now, and you cannot refuse me. When we came here, you told me you could not say no to the British Empire, and now I am their queen.
You are emotional.
Please say that one more time.
Probably not the best thing to say in that moment.
It's the fruit of England, and until that fruit is ripe, your body is but a tree in the orchard of the crown, and at such time
I
as
am
it
a
will...
tree.
The child inside you is not yours.
My body is growing it.
What matter? To leave the kingdom now would be treason, kidnapping.
I only want to be home.
Is there something wrong, Charlotte?
No, of course not.
He is not hurting you, is he?
Everything is fine.
Then why do you want to come home?
Yeah.
We know, but
yeah,
for him.
Because she didn't want to reveal anything.
I was able to forge an alliance between our province and here.
An alliance? People?
It was good for everyone. The lions were at the gate.
Oh.
It means Mecklenburg-Strelitz is defended by the might of Great Britain. Our fates are tied, which is why it is good that you are fine here.
Needed him for protection.
My body is his, is it not?
Everything's just against what she wants. She wants to leave. She
Yeah,
can't.
It's getting pretty real.
We have Tartarian pheasants now. Would you like to see them?
Yep.
Back to being the Queen Charlotte.
Well, that's also the realization of what he just said.
Yeah, there's no way out.
Wrong or right. Oh,
3 hours of yelling.
Is there anything the matter?
Nothing, sir.
Then stop whispering about it.
God damn.
What is not there?
My family. Now the crown might call them back. My prospects for future happiness.
Your husband?
Things my life lacks. Do you think me a monster for saying that?
No. Does that what make us both monsters?
Easy. Nothing's happened.
It's purely platonic.
I'm saddled with the burden of what it means to be a woman not tied to a man. I am on my own, but my birthday is next week, but what of it? Just another day in mourning. All I can be certain of is mourning, embroidery, and quiet teas with other widows. Forever.
Rambles are there. I am there.
Hey, where's my spray bottle?
Nope.
You stop that.
This isn't happening. I'm in a dream sequence.
He's a married man.
Mason Quinn can't fucking spot chemistry if Bill Nye came up and smacked him up the side of the head with a fucking beaker, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's fucking chemistry radar is non-existent.
Good day.
It's not proper.
That has nothing to do with it.
Did I just black out?
Jesus, these two. You know what? I'll give Diamond Dave a little bit of. It's just
let me live it. Let me live it.
Fucking girl. At least we got somebody watching this show who can spot what romance looks like without having to have them naked and horizontal.
Well, look at that. Holy shit, this adds so much to the story.
You're not kidding. Lady D and Bridgerton's Grandpa B?
Coral, I am not hungry.
A gentleman is here for you. He says he is the solicitor, looking for the lady who does not sign her full name.
I'm afraid there is simply no precedent for a case such as this. Not for nothing did they call it an experiment. The problem is the title and estate were very specifically bestowed upon the late Lord Danbury. Normally, these would pass to the next Lord Danbury.
I do have a son.
But nowhere was it clarified whether these new peerages pass at all. In all likelihood, they revert to the crown.
Oh, the Queen's gonna have to fix that.
Leaving me lady nothing, with nothing but my husband's old house and money.
Oh.
Oh no.
It is only when your husband accepted the new estate, he used a sizable amount of his holdings to support your new life. Tailors, club payments, horses.
My husband had one of the greatest fortunes in all the continent.
He may have exaggerated his wealth to you.
Holy shit.
He spent quite a bit to maintain a life worthy of a lord.
He's basically a finance bro.
I am to be left what?
Lord F
Penniless.
and Lady F all over.
What am I to do?
Why, what all impoverished
Just
widows
different.
do. Seek the kindness of a male relative. Or remarry.
Well, we do know, from season 1 specifically of Bridgerton, that the Duke of Hastings, that passed on to Simon.
Yep.
Whether that was in place at this time or something like Queen Charlotte put in place, or maybe she leverages
there's some,
Princess Augusta.
Yeah, there's some connection with the Duke. Man, everything she thought was going to happen and play out's just crashing down around her.
It is just so lovely of you to pay your sister a visit. When I married, I hardly saw my family again. You are fortunate. She is exhausted. I remember it well. Carrying a future king is not easy.
Where is the current king? Will His Majesty be joining us?
His Majesty has business. Charlotte has been such a support for him.
I write him letters.
I write him letters. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Hey, let's all go sit around in a room and...
Well, they didn't have a radio.
You have done your duty. You have conceived an heir. Now you are free. As for my son, you never even have to see him again if you do not want.
No.
At least until we need another heir.
Jesus. Man, the stuff that she's had to go through.
I mean, we don't know if she's going to have a daughter or not. I mean, obviously she has 13 kids, so they have many, but...
It's interesting how they just presume, oh, you're going to have a son. You're going to have a son.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like 50-50 on that.
Well, I mean, we saw that she did. But
right, well, we know from their kids.
Yeah, but you're talking about the...
Yeah, because they have sons. She has sons and daughters.
Well, it seems like George is the oldest, but we don't know how old the oldest sister is either.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, them intertwining what she's doing with her sons right now and then seeing the shit that she's had to go through.
Yep.
What then? Why am I here?
Well, I thought you might like to see the walls. Scrubbed clean. There's no trace of
the war.
And I have come up with a plan to shield the garden, if His Majesty requires time to...
I rode all this way for a garden screen and a clean wall.
No, there is something else. Her Majesty, she is in a state I have never seen before. I worry, Reynolds. I fear the Queen teeters on disaster. I wonder whether Her Majesty might better see that man again, King's Doctor, for her mind this
Absolutely not. No.
Not at all.
You give me nothing. I ask your help and you refuse to treat me like a partner or an equal. I cannot help you.
Yeah, has Reynolds really lied, though? You just can't tell him anything. Or refuses to tell him anything.
Again.
What are we going to walk into?
You are not allowed.
I am the king's man. I will see the king.
Back to your home.
Go, Reynolds.
What the bloody hell are you doing to him? Treating him. Again.
Stop this madness.
Get him out of here. At once.
Oh.
Shit. Man, Reynolds tried.
Just day and night. This is all they do to George.
Man, put yourself in Reynolds' shoes once. You must feel so helpless.
He knows it's happening. Yeah, there's nothing he can do.
Thank you for meeting me.
Wildly different
I thought
now.
you might enjoy the exhibition more without the crowds. They opened it just for us.
Agatha, I want to apologize for my outburst here yesterday. I do hope you will forgive me and forget the whole matter. It was nonsense.
It was far from nonsense. And I will not forget.
Agatha.
What do we know of one another? Beyond pedigrees and widowhood, any of the women of the ton know of true friendship. It is all social chatter, marital schemes and gossip.
That's why we love it.
You opened yourself up to show me who you are.
Take away my scandal?
We mothers and aunts and leaders of the ton spend our time endlessly matchmaking, talking of wooing, of love, of romance, but never for anyone mature enough to truly understand what any of it means.
Oh, that's a line.
What it is to go without it. What it is to lose it. We are full of gossip and story, but as women, we are never the topics of the conversation. Lady Whistledown never writes of our hearts. We are untold stories. Yesterday, you told me something of your story, and I thank you.
They give Lady D some great shit.
They do.
Come, I want you to see an older work, one of my favorites.
Oh.
Theirs is a garden
Well,
always.
They finished it, yeah.
Even now, it's His Majesty.
What matters madness when true love flourishes. For them, the weeds are all part of the process. We all have gardens, Violet. My garden did not die with my husband because it had never been planted.
Oh, gosh.
It did not bloom until after he was gone.
Yep.
I nurtured it fiercely.
I have never once in all my years considered another man. But now,
all right to want it.
Yes.
Say it.
It's okay to want love or lerve.
diamonds to be gardened as much as possible.
There you go. Nothing wrong with it.
And now she's going to have to go through Anthony approving men for Mama. I mean, who
better to help suit that situation?
Who
than
will be good
Tudor?
enough? One thing to find somebody good enough for your sister. Another thing
for Mama.
Your Majesty, you cannot leave.
I know that.
England.
You can leave this house to go find your husband.
Cannot.
You will be blamed. You shall remain here. Where is she?
She is at St. James's Palace, holding His Majesty's drawing room.
This is going to be interesting when those two meet up.
Wear it then.
Oh, such impertinence.
Dominic, stop that at once. This is an important day and you must behave. Be a good boy and listen to your mother, Dominic.
Dom. What are the odds? His name is Dom.
Dominic, I am sorry you do not know me. I did not know my parents well either, and I know it must be very frightening to leave Nanny like this. But I am your mother, and your father has gone to the angels, and now you are the man of the family.
The man of the family?
Yes. And the family needs you to do your duty.
Oh, he's 4.
All right, then.
Well,
all right. He said he could do it.
I mean, yeah, look at 3 for her in that situation. Anthony just getting thrown in.
I thought it high time, Your
Just
Highness,
kinda the-
that you met
kinda
my
the
son,
times.
Lord Danbury.
Lovely to meet you, Your Highness.
A pleasure to meet you, Lord.
Fuck off, puke.
Question of inheritance. Far from decided. The concerns involved.
Such a handsome boy. Pray both of you call on us again soon.
That's
Who
it.
is next?
Did I do my duty, Mother?
You showed them who you are.
He did a great job.
Danbury.
Did
Son
great.
of Herman Danbury.
Yes, and you are Lord Danbury, and you will take your rightful place because you are entitled to it. Because you are my son, are the son of Agatha Danbury, born named Soma, royal blood of the Pamendembo tribe in Sierra Leone. You come from warriors. We win. Never forget that.
Damn.
We always
Look at
win.
that.
How beautiful, Daddy. But you all have to start over.
Why is that, Beauty?
That one is too big for my head.
Your birthday just passed, Brains. This one is for a friend.
You never make hats for your friends.
No, but this particular friend is feeling quite sad. I think maybe you're right. I may be wrong for my friend.
No, you have to give it. Your hats bring cheer. And
It's
no one
homemade.
should be sad on their birthday.
It's basically a
Can I help?
Build-A-Bear.
This one I must make on my own.
Add paper flowers. Everyone loves those.
Man, this. They sure do love to add some scandal when they can.
She is luminous. She glows. I've never seen anyone so rich.
Breathe, Coral. Did she say why she is here?
Her Majesty does not have to explain herself.
What do I owe the pleasure?
I am here to offer my official condolences, of course. Sorrows. Prayers.
Oh, there it is.
Your Majesty
Sorrow's
should be
prayers.
laying in, resting at home.
Home. That place is no home. I have left that place, and I am never, never, never going back.
Oh, shit.
Where will Your Majesty go?
I'm going to hang out with you for a little while.
Why, I have come here.
For how long?
Wait, like here?
Like
This
here?
place?
She means to stay.
Hey, what an honour.
No, not an honour. Terrifying. With a royal child, she quite literally contains a future of the British Empire. Cannot be responsible for her. She must remain perfect. Send a footman to Buckingham House now.
The world hears so much about the prowess of the British Redcoats. But what matter if their heads of state cannot be protected from the carelessness of their own staff?
Our duties are discharged with the utmost care, sir.
I should have thought foremost among them would be not losing your queen.
My duties are to Her Majesty, not you.
This is not helping.
Her Majesty is not lost. Her Majesty's circumstances are quite well known to me, and I am perfectly capable of handling them. Querulous foreigners would stay out of my way.
Querulous.
Understand how important it is that Queen Charlotte's disappearance be handled with discretion.
Yeah.
My apologies.
A carriage at once.
Stomp around here like a cloud of thunder.
Me too, baby, but...
Your man Brimsley is here.
Oh, so bloody good at his job.
Your brother is here as well.
Well, I will not see them.
I do not pretend to know what problems await you outside. However, I do know they will not be solved in here.
They will not be solved anywhere. All I can say is that I have been lied to and betrayed by everyone in this country but you.
There we go.
You are my only friend.
That's very high praise.
I am not your friend. I want to be. However, at this moment, I am purely your subject. And I have been acting as your subject. Not considering your feelings, making you into a crown, instead of letting you have your humanity. If we are to be friends, we need to start again. Because I very much need a friend too.
You shall be my friend.
I will be your friend.
It is done.
This is not the life I wished for.
We are women. And the men who hold our fates hardly conceive we have desires, dreams of our own. If we are ever to live the lives we want, we have to make them conceive it. Our bravery,
pretty much,
our force of will be their proof.
Please thank your household for their hospitality, Lady Danbury.
I will, Your Majesty.
May I thank you too, Lady Danbury, for your discretion and your grace.
Anything for Her Majesty.
Now, what I'm expecting in return is a title for my son.
Wow. This is cool that we're getting all this background.
Well,
and remember in season 1?
Royal wedding time.
Yeah. Remember in season 1 when you were wondering about Lady D and Queen's relationship?
Yep.
And Lady D was like, everyone leave.
Yep.
Well,
here we know why.
We're doing a...
We having a double wedding?
No. Whatever evasion, smother it. Your long boyhood is over. In an hour, you will be a husband.
I'm afraid that I will not be able to love her.
Love is not a thing one is able or not able to do based on some magic. That is for plays. Love is determination. You take someone in marriage and you choose to love them. You do not give yourself any other option.
Make it work,
because
she
marriage
says.
is difficult.
Yep, she
And
would
the
know.
life of a royal is lonely. So you grab someone and you hang on. You love and you love hard, because if you do not, you are lost.
That's experience talking there, kiddo. And by the way, Mom was definitely looking out for these two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way more than what
we saw in earlier seasons.
Yeah.
Good Lance Stroll over here.
Those are some crazy eyebrows that young man has.
A queen's first responsibility is not to her whim, but to her people. Queens immemorial have shouldered that burden before you, and you shall fare no worse than them. In time, you will grow to love your noble responsibilities, a natural outgrowth of your noble character, and these youthful fits will become mere embarrassing memories. Charlotte?
Brimsley?
Hold Her Majesty's carriage.
We have only just arrived. You cannot... Where are you off to now?
You sold me off to be the Queen of England. I'm off to be the Queen of England.
She's gonna go see the country?
Yep. Yep. Oh.
Appears to be a gentleman at the door.
Indeed, there is, but I'm sure it's just casual friends who are going to go for a walk.
Yeah, nothing happened.
My lady.
I made you a bear.
What is that?
A birthday hat.
Nothing.
I make them.
Sandbagging me over here.
I made this one for you.
Snow Build-A-Bear.
I was not sure when exactly your birthday was, but I did not want it to pass without celebration.
This guy's thinking ahead. Yes, he is. Wow. Your future birthday.
You cannot be here.
But I'm not here.
You cannot come in.
I have no intention of coming in.
What the fuck is going on?
Is it that unclear?
Yeah, well, it's like rhetorical of some sorts, but I'm blacking out again.
He's not here.
Coming inside.
What?
Is Violet aware of that?
What?
I can't believe it. How could this happen? It was supposed to be purely platonic. They were just good friends out for a ramble.
Grandpa Bridgerton. Well, it would
Dad
be
Bridgerton for Violet.
Well, it wouldn't be Grandpa Bridgerton because Violet's got a different maiden name. But you know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
That's Dad.
Yeah.
Never mind. I wasn't even paying. I can't hear anyway.
Where is the king?
King cannot see you now.
Nonsense. Take me to him.
Oh, there's the doctor.
I'm afraid it is impossible.
It is perfectly possible. I want to see him. Where is he?
No, your majesty would not want that.
Do not tell me what I want,
Oh,
Doctor.
shit.
Now show me to him, or I shall have my men search the entire palace.
Oh, shit. You're talking to the queen now, you creepy fucking doctor. Give her what she wants.
Reynolds looks
Reynolds
nervous,
is all
though.
for this. No, he's all for it. Remember,
because Reynolds didn't have
did you see that nod?
He didn't have the authority to do it. Guess who does?
Yeah.
The fucking queen does. That's who.
She's going to find the crown.
She's got that birthday hat somewhere.
Oh. Yeah.
What is this? It's rhetorical.
Lady D. Oh boy, what's this gonna be?
Oh shit!
What
they're burning him?
Why are they burning him?
Untie the king!
Holy shit! It's one thing to drown him and whatever, but you're burning him?
Everyone out! Now!
Oh. So much for that doctor trying to help him.
Fuck you, you creepy asshole.
Oh, Venus.
Oh, he is
Venus
a
is
mess.
here. And I need you to be George again. I need you to try. Come back to me. Do you feel that, George? I am Charlotte. This is our child. And we need you to be George again.
It's the voice he needed to hear. His wife.
Is anybody going to lose any sleep if the doctor loses his head?
Well,
However distressing my methods are proven, I desire the king's sanity as fervently as your majesty.
I care not for his sanity. Let him be mad, if mad is what he needs. You are finished. Remove him from the grounds.
Out of here.
An error that will destroy him.
Be grateful I do not order you destroyed.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Put him to the gallows!
Wow, he got off easy.
King needs food, a warm bath, and clothes. I will need my things packed. We are moving to Kew.
Just like that.
Reynolds is like, fuck yeah. Wow, what a... oh, my God.
Oh.
What?
No, it'll change. Oh, she's putting the birthday hat on. And she's smiling. She's enjoying it. Good for her.
Very consensual on this one.
Well, very...
Oh, put the crown back on. Got the old memories.
Oh, wow. Wow. He turned it up to 11.
This was fucking 22 is what they turned it up to.
They doubled
emotionally, those last couple of minutes, emotionally back and forth with different scenes you're seeing. We go from George being burned with a hot poker.
Fuck was that?
To
that's like permanent scarring.
Yeah, and then we jump to Lady Danbury with
get Lady Freaky
with Violet Bridgerton's dad. There's going to be some explanations there in that art gallery at some point, maybe.
I don't think there's any truth going to come out of that one.
So here's the thing about my friendship with your family.
Well, that garden I was telling you about, what bloomed.
It was in bloom. And look, I mean, from an emotional roller coaster, I think is the best way to describe this, because like I said, those last couple of scenes, I mean, we're back and forth. And again, I know I mentioned it in a previous episode and even this one, we are seeing Queen Charlotte just become closer and closer and closer to who she is in, you know, where we're caught up in Bridgerton season 2. We're seeing her become that. And the talk that she gave to her son on his wedding day was one of the first times where I thought she was kind of actually being real with him a little bit. And of course, you know, her explanations of everything that she went through then having to explain that to her son, it's like she was actually kind of being a mom there for a minute, as much as she can be given her title and the time and the situation. So, I mean, that's one scene that I really enjoyed that wasn't like anxiety inducing with everything that was going on with George and then everything with Lady Danbury. It was like nice to just have that one moment where maybe they connected a little bit there, because there is so much other stuff going on in this episode.
Well, I would like to say that the young woman who plays Charlotte, and at this point I should know her name off the top of my head, absolutely fucking crushed it this episode. I don't recall seeing her in any other programming that we've watched, but her delivery at the end is next level. We've talked over and over about the casting in this show, and they've done an incredible job with everybody. And
Arsema Thomas?
No, that's young Lady Danbury. Arsema Thomas is young Lady Danbury, but I'm talking about the young Queen Charlotte.
Oh, Queen Charlotte.
Yes.
India
Amarteifio. Wow.
Well, she's holding some kind of award there in her picture.
And good for her.
IMDb, folks.
Give her all the award. Give everybody all these awards. Look, what an incredible episode. And it was what a dynamic episode. I mean, we saw
everywhere.
We saw young Charlotte have to like finally take control. She was kind of, obviously feeling, I don't want to say sorry here for herself, because I don't think that's the right way to put it. She just wasn't happy with her situation. She's like, I want to go home. And then when she couldn't go home, Brimsley's like, well, you can't leave England, but you don't have to stay here, kind of, right? So she goes to stay with Lady Danbury, and like finally she's like, you know what? I'm taking charge of this shit. I'm the queen. I'm going to own this. And she did, and it was incredible. I was 1,000,000% not expecting the speech we got from older Charlotte to her sons.
Yeah.
Because the interesting thing about that speech that she gave to her son was it was so 180 from everything we got in season 1 or season 2. Obviously, we've had plenty of jokes about it, but the marry for duty, arranged marriages versus marrying for love, obviously like the main theme of the first 2 seasons. And there's so many reasons why you can argue why that's not how we should do it. That's not how we should do it. And then Queen Charlotte, and I'm not saying I agree with arranged marriages, folks, but it's even for a marriage that's 100% not arranged, all the things that she said are very true.
Yeah,
you make a
marriage
choice.
is hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You make a choice. And at the end of the day, one could argue that 2 people who meet under these circumstances, who are committed to working it out, who are committed to loving each other, who make love a choice, could very much have a more fulfilling relationship than 2 people who fall wildly in love, go through the sparks and the fires and the whirlwind of emotions, and then things fizzle out and they realize that their constitution and their dedication to each other isn't there when sparks aren't flying. And so the speech she gave to her son, again, I'm not all about arranged marriages, but was incredibly powerful, and it looked like she really put her son at ease, and he was ready to go forward with this, which I thought was incredible. The writing, look, I'm not gonna like gloat here, but we saw Lady Danbury give just a smile as what's his, I don't know what
Mr. Ledger,
Lord Ledger. Yes, Lord Ledger. The smile, maybe just go back to that smile. That's all it took. It's all it took was this look. There's thank you for joining me on this walk, smiles. And then there's smiles. And she had a smile. He had a look. The way he was talking to her was very clear that he was interested in her. He was trying to, I'm going to step that back. He was trying to comfort her, but he was trying to comfort her in a very sincere manner. And I think he, did feel bad for her. They have showed us previously, I'm not saying that this is grounds for cheating, folks, but they have showed us previously that his wife might not be the most agreeable person and is not a very open-minded person. And with the things she had to say about, everybody that wasn't, as pale as she was, I think they set you up to not feel bad, like, or be judgy, like, hey, you're cheating on your wife because the wife isn't
They
really
set us up to give him a pass.
Yeah, you kind of get a pass because your wife isn't the greatest human being. And then of course, look, it's worth noting. I'm just going to put out there the actress that they got to play young Lady Danbury, an incredibly beautiful woman. So obviously, Paul Ledger, the physical attraction is going to be there. They're out. It's a quiet afternoon. They're in the middle of nowhere,
having great conversation.
But I think the bigger thing here, the much bigger thing here, aside from his wife, physical attraction, everything else, is that he was just paying attention to her. He was attentive. They were talking. They were having a real conversation. And look, I'll be the first one to say that I think physical attraction is incredibly important for people who say otherwise. Agree to disagree, but you can have an incredible amount of physical attraction, but when conversation is as interesting as this broadcast table, that goes out the window real fast. And I'm sure I'm sure it is.
It's curved.
And I'm sure again, look, we've all been there. We've all been there where we've met somebody and like physically, like, ooh, this person really has me interested. And then you get going in the conversation and you're like, fuck, how do I get out of this situation?
Some of us.
I just want to go home. And it was the exact opposite. And look, they made it very clear that she was raised from 3 years old, which grows, to be with Lord Danbury, right? And so she's never even known anybody else. So her entire, look, maybe when she was, we don't know if other men had hit on her or whatever, but she, it's implied that, and well, she said that's the only guy.
Because there wouldn't be any other suitors,
right?
Because she was
right. So it was different. And so now all of a sudden you have a guy who's very interested in what she has to say. They're going for a walk. He's I don't want to say smooth talker because I think that comes across disingenuous, but he's just a very he's I'll go for a walk with the guy. No romantic intentions whatsoever. Just seems like a nice guy to hang out with. And so I felt...
Well, they made him a very good family man, spending time with Violet. He takes the time to, make things for her on, not only, obviously, Violet's birthday, but then he gets Danbury the gift.
And then, of course, the ending scene with those two. Look, they made a very clear point that she was not enjoying her time with Lord Danbury. And they made it very clear she was very into it. They flipped, so she was on top, so she wasn't staring up at the ceiling. Again,
all that was a reminder of
all the things that she had to go through with him, like looking up at the ceiling. And I just was like, bravo to Lady Danbury. I'm sure there are some people who might be like, well, she's kind of a homewrecker, but they positioned it where I don't think a lot of the audience is going to feel.
Well, and the conversation they have, he's empathizing with her because he talks about being a widow, and obviously she's a widow, but then he talks about the widowers, and he's like, so you get the impression that he's in a marriage where he doesn't have any level of love. And that's kind of the way I took it, where he's in a similar situation despite still technically being married.
Yeah, look, and again, look, folks, loveless marriage, a marriage that is void of intimacy, I don't think that gives anybody a green light to step outside. But for somebody who's been with somebody for an extended period of time where there's no chemistry, we really don't know how she treats him. Again, I'm not justifying it, but to sit down with Lady Danbury and have some genuine conversations. And it didn't look at the first time, all we got was a smile. And then they showed all the walking that they did, which look, those could be hours and hours of walking, which given the time frame and everything we've seen from other period pieces, they probably spent more time together walking before anything happened than 90% of these arranged marriages have before they make their way to the altar. So look, I love this episode. It was a little it's funny. I give these guys a hard time for not catching it, but I was a little bit like, what?
Denial.
No way. They're not doing that they're not going to show,
Denial.
They're not going to show Ma Bridgerton about to, have a little bit of, self-care in bed. And
You gave me shit. I was the one who was
I
calling
know.
her
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying I can only give you so much shit about this scene because I was kind of like, wait, no.
Sorry, I heard it wrong.
No, I was like, wait, no, they wouldn't. Well, they did.
Well, when your garden is, sometimes you need a rake for your garden. So, that's how it works sometimes, right?
A rake for your garden, like a rake, like as in a young man.
I'm
just gonna come into your house.
I'm just
Or
using
was-
I'm just
was
using
that
the terminology
Were you just
of
trying
the
to
ton.
use a tool, and that's the first.
That's the terminology of the ton.
Well, folks, I'm still in a whirlwind over here, even with these guys going for like 12 minutes. But I don't even know if I have words.
Well, the way that
because
you were dead on with the doctor, and I missed that where I was like, okay, maybe he's just using methods that, while very crazy looking to us prior to this episode, that's the level that he has to go to. And I think we can probably agree that probably wasn't the case with the doctor.
That's how I'm taking it. When you introduce a hot iron,
what do
somebody's
we do
skin.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
leeches are one thing.
Leeches
We're
are
talking
one
hot
thing.
irons.
The dunk tank is another thing.
And look,
hot iron.
I'm definitely going to plead ignorance to how medicine was done then, but
it was bad.
At least for what I'm given here, we have gone beyond torture. Well, it is torture, just beyond what I believe now. Doctor was really trying to do is fix.
And he wasn't letting him out at all. What was going to be your measure of successful treatment if the guy? I mean, we can look at how many letters. Look, even if it was one letter a day, we know at bare minimum he was there for a few weeks. Okay, he's there for a few weeks of getting tortured day in and day out. At what point do you let him go back to his regular life and say, okay, at this point, how long after our treatment can you go before having another panic attack? Because he saw when he was at the church, he was almost having one, and just slapping him a good one kind of put it on pause. I mean, what the fuck?
But you brought it up that, of how recently in history that, electroshock therapy was used. I guarantee a lot of those, not all, of course, but a lot of those doctors thought they were doing the right thing. So to play devil's advocate a bit, the doctor probably thought he was doing the right thing and was doing what was necessary. Obviously,
until I get dialogue,
not defending it, but
until I get some dialogue, extensive dialogue from the doctor, I'm not going to take it that way. Maybe I am wrong.
Charlotte 1,000% did the right thing. I just want to make sure I get that out there with boot in the dock. But
and he came out of it. And he came out of it in a matter of minutes
because of her voice, and that was what the doctor said earlier about the power of a voice to kind of straighten him out, so to speak.
Well, and part of me wonders that if he was tortured so long here that it ended up keeping him in that state. And then, of course, Charlotte came in. So I'm wondering if it had a reverse effect now. And this kept him in that state so long that this is almost like a permanent thing, except for minor moments now. Whereas if he didn't go back and do it, maybe it would have been still
but
the majority of George, but in those certain situations, I can't wait to see what the next episode is going to bring. Yeah. Well, because even when she was trying to snap him out of it, I was worried that he's too far gone now.
Yeah.
And it's
and she even said at the end, I don't care if he's mad. I don't care if he's whatever. He's going to be here with me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that pretty much lays the groundwork. And, yeah, I mean, like it's just an emotional roller coaster this episode because we had comedy, we had romance, and then we had some very dark stuff with George. And, Charlotte's moment with her brother where, initially she got him there thinking that he would be able to help get her out of there. And he essentially told her, hey, look, we're tied to Great Britain. Essentially the barbarians were at the gates and they came in to help us.
Well,
there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. So it's interesting with the brother, right? Because again, considering these times, what he did was he was thinking, I'm saving a lot by doing what I did to you. And now you get to save a lot by being in the position that you are.
Right.
So it's interesting to see the brother. I don't know where my thoughts are with that, but I see what he was trying to do. I don't believe there's any ill intent there, unless I missed something and you guys give me a different perspective on that. But the dynamics of how stuff was back in the 1700s here, or mid 1700s, it's just wild to see on how some of that stuff plays out. Because again, we're in modern times.
Yeah, the
right?
way I took it was he had to do that to save his country. And
that's what
she saved,
right
countless lives probably doing what she did.
Still saving because he made a highlight that
it's still,
you leave. That whole deal is pretty much, that's how it came off to me, like it was done deal.
That's how I took it too. And then who knows what the retaliation would be from the British Empire. So I think it's kind of becoming one of those, the person who doesn't want to be the leader is sometimes the best leader because they don't crave the power and that sort of thing.
Right.
So I'm wondering if, Charlotte is finding her way into a role similar to that.
Well, I mean, she had the big speech with Lady Danbury talking about being women and have to, the position they're supposed to hold versus having to aggressively go after the things they want and, put aside your own hopes and dreams. And I think, Lady Danbury decided that she wanted to go out and it was powerful when she took off the veil. It was almost like, I think when she took off the veil, it was I'm done mourning and I'm going to go on these walks for me. I'm going to go out and do my solitude for me. But this veil over my head, like I'm done with it. I thought that was, and I don't know if
I love that scene too.
I don't know if I overthought that or if that was just get this thing off of me. But
I thought the same thing.
I thought it was very much her saying whatever. And then Charlotte saying, look, Charlotte was such a badass in this. Now, again, it's different than what we got in season 1 or 2 of Bridgerton, but there was a lot of people commenting that this was their favorite of all the seasons. And I get it because it's so powerful. Look, and I have no clue what happens in episode 6, but this was an incredibly powerful episode, and they've built it up, right?
Yeah.
They've built it up for the first
throughout the
4 episodes and really look, and again, I don't know how they're going to, push us into modern times with the end of episode 6. But I'm wondering how many people, when this was done, were like, can we get a second season of Queen Charlotte? Because wow, what a powerful story. And again, just the writing, it's everything. It's writing, it's the casting, it's the set design, it's the music, everything that goes into making film and television with this series is just spot on. We talk about, what could we pick apart? What would we change? So often when we talk about TV shows and film, and it's like everything is just perfect with this series.
Well, there's some things I would definitely change.
There's a couple of things I definitely
would change.
I'm good with exactly the way it is.
Real quick, so for Lady D, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not disappointed in Lady D by any means. I'm just still shocked that, and I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. I'm just, I don't have words. I just kind of want to see what happens next between the two. The fact that she still has the hat, obviously says a lot. Now, granted, also too, because you're like, well, Dave, did you not listen? Yes, I heard what she was saying earlier, which everything tied it up into a nice little bow at the end here, right?
She was talking to Violet in the art gallery. Yeah, totally made sense of her own experience.
Just wild. The scandal that they're throwing at us. Everything that has been presented for Lady D so far, I have been surprised. And it's just been a crazy arc for her, for me anyway. So I'm curious now to see what happens next episode with Violet, Lady D. Good for Lady D, but Lord Ledger, you are cheating. It takes 2 to tango. I get that, folks. So being cheated on. Never is fun for the old heart.
Usually it doesn't end well if movies and TV shows have taught us anything.
We've all been cheated on at some point, emotionally, physically.
Some.
Not all of us have been. Not all of us.
See how it goes that way.
The last thing I want to get to is there is an irony that with Lord Ledger, it was with Lady Danbury, who her wife was like, we're not going to go to that ball. We're not going to go hang out with those people. Like, well, he's going to be hanging out with her later on, whether you like it or not. And the second and more important thing I was going to say that I really didn't think about until like right now, when you were talking about her talking in the gallery, is the conversation Lady D had with Kate in the last season about I've been there.
Yep.
I've
Been
done
through
that.
all of that.
I've been
Yep.
through all of
That's
it.
making so much more
Because
sense now.
because I was,
Good
it was a
call-out.
little bit in the back of my head, like when she was saying that, because I'm like, we don't know if, when we saw Lord Danbury die, and she's like, I've been through a lot, I've been through it all. I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. You've been through some really bad shit that you wouldn't wish on anybody.
But it's like,
when
have
you
you
say
been with
you've
somebody
been through it all,
you
yeah.
really
And
love?
now, of
Yeah.
course, we don't know what happens with Lord Ledger moving forward, or what other experiences she would have had after that. But now that conversation with Kate about I've been there, I've done that. It's kind of like, oh, okay. Well, now you're looking at it.
That
from
makes
a lot
good
different
point
perspective.
to bring up.
Well, and
'cause that makes so much more. It takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to end with was when she was meeting with the solicitor, he was saying, if maybe like, what was it, a good friend or a family member who can help you out or something like that. I'm just wondering if Ledger is going to be the guy who's able to help her keep the estate, whether that means passing it to her son officially, on the books, or doing something else where, she gets to keep it. Because obviously she's still in good standing when we get all caught
Well,
up.
my take on it is like Charlotte is probably gonna they want to be actual friends, right? Charlotte's the queen, and George is all about supporting Charlotte. So if Charlotte's like, no, you gave everybody these titles,
Male relative or remarry.
or remarry. You gave everybody these titles. They get to keep them. This is how it works.
Yeah, so it's
this is how it works on the other side of the fence. You want to do this great experiment? Well, hey, how about here's a wild fucking idea. How about just treat them with the exact same inheritance rights that everybody else has. Just you want it on your side of the aisle. Give it on the other side of the aisle.
And they also said seek the kindness of a male relative. So I wonder, is that going to tie back into, our Duke, Simon's father? Because, Danbury was there, albeit much later in her life, helping with Simon. So I'm wondering, is that going to be the one that, kind of helps her with the land and everything? So
Well, no, because remember the
I know her son can do it. It just has to get the approval.
Well, right. But they brought up Hastings. So Hastings was one of the guys that was in that room worried about losing his title. Yep. So he wasn't a male relative. He was just somebody else that lived there that she knew from this time. But we know that Simon, we know that, one, she was Lady Danbury, so we know she kept her title. Right. But we also know, because Simon inherited the Duke of Hastings title, that the inheritance thing stayed.
It works out.
But the Duke, from what I understand, the Duke's father he was one of the younger gentlemen in this room. Remember, we're going back, 50 years. But so
one of those guys where we just over our heads.
No, they said Hastings.
Yeah, they said the Duke of Hastings was there.
Yeah, they said that.
I remember saying Duke of Hastings, but I was wondering if.
Yeah, because when we saw him, he was older, and we don't know.
Yeah,
so he would have been. Yeah, I don't know which one was. I don't think even subtitles said it was. He was talking, but they said that he was there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
what an episode, folks. Woo! I can't wait to see your guys' thoughts on that one.
One more to go.
All that's left is the finale, and you know that we are here for it. Hopefully, you'll be joining us. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. One more to go. It is the finale. We will see you back here for it. All right, check those curls for pistols. Oh, this guy. I gave him the benefit of the doubt early on, and I feel bad about it now.
I returned to Buckingham House this afternoon, only to be told that Her Majesty is no longer residing there. You told me that His Majesty required intensive private treatments.
I did, Your Highness.
Then perhaps you would like to offer me some sort of explanation.
Cannot, as I am no longer His Majesty's doctor.
The King would not do such a thing.
It is not the King.
She did this?
She's the queen.
Dearest gentle
Dearest
reader,
gentle reader.
As winter turns to spring, England wakes
here we go.
to welcome nature's abundance.
I am so pleased you decided to ask me to join you on a walk.
Today is the first fine day.
Perfect for a stroll.
Yes.
They're both fired up.
I am contemplating starting anew.
Why, Violet Bridgerton?
All right, good for her.
Hurrah for you.
Only contemplating.
Like when she uses
Try
her
to
full
imagine
name.
it. Another man besides Edmund. He is all I have ever known. We were children together. I had a great love. I do not expect another.
I had your dad. What a scandal!
It is a great adventure you embark upon.
I hooked up with your dad.
Do I need more?
There is a bit of a chill in here.
I shall ring for my police.
Now this is where we need Tudor doing all the vetting.
It's making sure that they're acceptable.
That way they are very acceptable from Mama.
What if somehow Ma Bridgerton found like the
hat?
The hat.
Lovely. Are these from your travels?
Is that behind? It was behind the thing.
Behind the clock?
It's behind the thing.
Yeah.
There it is!
Yeah, you can see it.
Fuck yeah!
It's right
She sees
there.
something.
What a
Oh.
scandal! Oh my goodness! Where did you get this?
One can find gardens in bloom in the most
Let's
interesting
go.
of places. Discoveries are everywhere.
Oh!
Discoveries. Penelope's having a field day with this.
What a scandal!
Oh, she's knocking stuff over.
Oh!
I am now warm enough.
Shall we walk?
Things are heating up, that's for sure.
Sadly, the royal house remains infertile
That was quick.
ground.
Wasn't expecting it
seems
in
as
the
if
first
a
couple
certain
minutes.
continued lack of fruitful bounty has left a despondent chill in the palace halls.
This crown is breaking my neck.
It is gloriously regal to behold, Your Majesty.
Cannot breathe in this position.
Our lineage will be a page in a history text.
You are being most unfair.
Am I? Has anyone created a baby yet? As the eldest, have you been of any assistance to the crown in this manner?
I think what Georgie is trying to say, Mother, is that
Is that his brothers continue to fail in their duties as you have failed in yours? Paint faster, that we might end this nightmare.
Her face!
Queen's growing displeasure was on full display at a recent family portrait sitting.
You may continue. But they are gone? Are you saying Her Majesty is not sitting for her portrait? No.
Oh, she's right there.
I see them. Do you not? I do see them.
One has to wonder Queen Charlotte's relentless pursuit of a royal heir be the royal family's undoing? Or can a mother's love conquer all?
Love conquers all, folks.
A warm meal and a bath must be a balm.
You should not have come.
I was most happy to come.
No.
I should have come sooner. I shall remain by your side.
No, you should not have come. I do not want you here.
Oh.
Do you hear me? I said go back to Buckingham House. That is where you live. That is where you belong. I do not want you. I want never to see you. Leave.
Oh, doing the old white fang. Leave. Go. There. Yep.
Yep.
I order you.
No. No, George.
Charlotte.
You cannot force me away.
I command it. Go.
I will stay! I command it!
Charlotte, you are not listening to me.
I am. What I have not heard is that you do not love me. I have been suffering, believing I am a failure as a wife and as your queen because you stay from me as though I am a disease. Perhaps you stay away from me because you care for me. Perhaps you stay away because you love me.
This is where you say yes, George.
Charlotte, please stop.
Is it because you do not believe that I could love you? I do.
Oh, shit.
All you have to say is that you do not love me, and I will go. I will go back to Buckingham House.
Wow.
That's
you
not
have to tell me
happening.
that I am utterly alone in this world.
Holy shit.
I am a madman. You do not wish a life with me for yourself.
I will stand with you between the heavens and the earth. Do you love me?
I love you.
Holy
there we go.
shit.
Wow.
These two are crushing it.
From the moment I saw you trying to go over the wall, I have loved you desperately. I cannot breathe when you are not near. I love you, Charlotte. My heart calls your name.
Wow, you finally let it all out.
Oh, let it out, my dude. Just let it out. Oh.
Madness has been my secret my entire life. This darkness is my burden. You bring the light.
We can do this together.
Oh, roll credits. That's it. That's all we need. 13 minutes in. Cut. That would have been a good episode. I'd have been like, all right.
Yeah, the soul-crushing defeat is that, Clemmett.
It is.
Soon?
Hello, little king.
More solitude?
Yes. I felt joy.
Then I'm glad for you.
There we go.
Oh, is he right?
He has regrets about his behavior. Oh.
Lady Danbury.
Hi, stepmom friend.
I wish that we might see one another again, but I understand how busy you are.
And how busy you are with Violet.
She's growing into a fine young lady. Perhaps one day she will have an unimpeachable reputation, much like yours.
Yes. My reputation is quite respected. What every lady dreams of.
So, we gonna go for a ramble?
Today is a ramble
I
day.
wanted to thank you for your kindness after my husband passed.
Lady Danbury, it is your kindness for which I should be showing gratitude.
Goodbye, Lord Ledger.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye, Lady Danbury.
Was this a one-time thing?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, no.
All is well.
Dismissed his doctor.
He has a new doctor.
Oh, that is good. What is his name?
I do not remember names. I am female.
Of course. Apologies. They are staying at Kew, both of them.
All is well.
So says the king.
He is the king.
Oh, just fucking put a cork in it, puke.
The baby is well. All is well.
I will let Parliament know he is available for an address.
Of course.
No.
Parliament, Big Ben.
As in he has to go there and make a speech?
Mother, we only want to have a discussion about this baby.
No, your baby race is cruel. You focus on nothing else. Georgie is grieving. His daughter is dead.
I am well aware.
Yet you have shown him not one moment of real kindness. Do you know how many babies I have lost before they were ready to be born?
I did not.
Oh.
Oh,
Neither did we.
shit.
Wow.
We have all lost. We are trying, Mother.
Oh, shit.
This is a difficult task, but I ask a great deal of you because I know each one of you can rise to the occasion.
You do not know us. You do not learn about us. You do not care for what we care for. Our happiness is not your goal.
I want what is best for you. As your mother.
You have never been a mother.
Oh.
Oh.
Hitting the queen with that.
I have been an excellent mother.
You have been our queen, but you have never really been our mother.
Oh, fuck.
Well, time we start looking at it from their perspectives, because maybe they're not too far off.
Yeah, and that reveal about that they've been trying.
Would you like to join me?
Never. I shall stay here and grow our king. You received a letter.
My mother is writing me.
Oh, I guess we're not going to address Parliament.
Oh, you're beautiful. My wife is beautiful.
Reynolds.
What's up with the eyes there, Reynolds?
His Majesty has good days and down days.
Now that I am here, his days are good. He is well. He is better.
He is better now. But perhaps caution would be
Reynolds,
advisable.
let him be. All he needed was his wife and a routine and to get rid of that dreadful doctor.
Is Reynolds
Well,
gonna,
I think we can agree that the doctor was dreadful.
well, is Reynolds going to put that note back together?
Will he stay as he is? One can hope. If at last they would help one another, they would be together, have a marriage, grow old as one. We would serve them together.
A lifetime. It is possible. Truly possible. Great love can make miracles.
Oh, you should write that down.
Well, that is a good line.
I am so glad that you met Lord Danbury, the new Lord Danbury.
Did I? I know I met your son. Very handsome.
Oh, cut the shit.
That you had the honor of a visit by Her Majesty.
Inconvenient.
The Queen must be very fond of you to come out during her confinement. Yes?
Oh.
We're just going to stare at each
It is
other.
a fact that my son will inherit his father's title.
Is it? Is it not? Is something only His Majesty can determine. I am sure I could expedite your answer. If you have information that may be useful.
If you are friends, perhaps you could ask Her Majesty to intervene.
She's with child. I cannot do anything that might cause her upset or worry.
She has enough of that as it is. Well, there are the rumours to consider. The palace stands not on firm ground that the king is ill or injured, or well, there is something amiss with the king.
It's rumors. Rumors are spreading.
There is talk that the palace is in jeopardy.
But you are not one to gossip.
Never.
I certainly cannot ask Her Majesty for help if that is true.
So many things are coming to a head in this episode.
This is tedious. You will tell the king that his mother is waiting.
The king is not receiving visitors at this time.
I am not a visitor.
You are most welcome to return some other time in the future.
Oh!
Does he know I am here?
He is occupied.
I may be forced to worry that you are holding the king against his will. It could be considered treason. You are not the king.
But I am your queen.
Your queen.
Shit! Listen up.
You certainly have become comfortable.
You chose me well.
I like that line. You chose me well.
You carry just one king in your womb. The other king, George, I carried that king. And while your little king can hide out cozy and warm in the embrace of your belly, from the moment a king is born, there is no hiding for him. There is no room for illness or weakness. There is only power. And you are undoing it.
That is not.
He is not even trying, and you are allowing it. You cannot allow him to hide. His crown will not survive.
Yeah, there's a little bit of truth there.
He has people he must rule. Lord Bute is waiting. The government is growing restless and suspicious. George must face Parliament. This is on you now. He is yours.
Wow, she's washed her hands of it and said, this is what has to happen.
How goes the day?
Your mother was here.
I do not want to see her.
I know. I sent her away. However, we must away as well, back to Buckingham House.
Charlotte.
You have to address Parliament. The people need their king.
The most ungrateful, whining children. I was a most extraordinary mother.
The two pieces, or the two sides of this hairpiece is phenomenal. Got flowers on one, hair in front.
Diamond Dave just loves these hairpieces.
Well, it's just fascinating.
It is exceptional.
Your silence does not bode well for you.
Your Majesty, you are the greatest of queens.
And mothers.
You are the greatest of queens, yet you share one trait in common with all of the people here in the palace. You serve one person, the king. That is not a flaw. We all care for His Majesty.
Not true. Brimsley, you care for me. Have you any family?
Here.
Who could I ever find who would be free to spend a lifetime with me? Everyone here cares for the king.
Send in my dresses.
I was wondering if being back in these kind of situations now, if it's going to like
trigger stuff for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the queen's going to have to be a real bit of security for him.
He must be full of excitement surrounding the coming of his heir.
It is good to be home. I have missed your company. Tell me, what have I missed while I was away?
As for the ton, I have no gossip of consequence to share. Occupied, tending to the estate in the wake of the death of my husband.
You are mourning a great loss. And the children. Is there anything I can do?
Well, as a matter of fact, I wasn't going to ask, but...
This, spending time with a friend helps.
Come
This is
on.
all I need.
Kind of awkward for her to come out with that.
He says getting a baby out of me shall be quick and painless. You have babies.
Having children is the worst pain imaginable.
I knew it.
Quick and easy. No pain.
It only hurts a little, and you shall hardly remember it when it's over.
Oh.
Right.
She might not like you after that.
Opinions vary.
Look how tall those are grown.
Agatha, your garden does not bloom until after Lord Danbury died.
Here we go.
That is a change of topic, which is the return topic, as I told you, I am contemplating.
Do you want to marry again?
Oh, well, I had not thought that far. Was there ever anyone else for you?
Here we go.
Or did you ever want to take
Trying
a
to
lover?
get closer like it's going to
I
help.
wanted
you know?
to feel alive. So there was someone.
He's like grabbing her by the arm.
Yes. We are going to need a quiet place to talk. I have loved and been loved. And that is all I shall say. We are friends, are we not?
Did I ever tell you about the Queen's brother?
Oh, changing the
Queen
topic.
Charlotte's brother.
That's misdirection. I don't buy it.
I was just going to say, she's trying to get her off the old trail.
Well, let's see if it's the truth, I guess.
With the birth, it seems I may be in England longer than I expected. Wonder if I might call upon you. You are out of mourning, or am I mistaken?
Out of mourning, like it's something you just turn off. Oh.
I would like that. Very much.
You asked Her Majesty. She will secure the title.
No, I spoke to the Queen's brother. He would like to court me. I said yes, I shall marry him.
He is German.
He is a nice man. He runs his own land and his title is his own.
The problem is that doesn't help everybody
Lord
else.
Ledger.
What of Lord Ledger?
Oh.
I can feel you watching me.
I like watching you.
You make it more difficult.
Reynolds.
Reached a parliament. I cannot do a fine job. I must be brilliant.
These are certainly the words of a brilliant man. Perhaps you need a bit of distraction.
Charlotte.
The baby. It is coming.
Oh, right now?
Your Majesty, surely you are not entering that there is womanly work afoot.
We wait out here.
Right. Yes.
He's just got to stand out there and listen to that?
You're the
Can't be
king.
with his wife?
You can do whatever you want.
Your Majesty, she's asking for you.
Well, all right then.
He cannot be in there.
Your
Piss
Majesty.
off. Yes, he can. Go.
That's why I said Your Majesty.
Oh, you're going to stand in
Do
my
you like being
way?
Archbishop?
Yeah.
It's your silly helmet hair.
You can remain Archbishop by defying the head of the Church of England. Move.
Move. You and your stupid fucking hair.
You are here.
You are quite strong, and you should be fine. Remember that. I had a horse, my favourite as a boy, and he was breeched in his mare. The stable hands, I've seen it too with sheep, with calves. There are ways to aid in this situation, are there not?
There are methods, yes. However, with a royal...
Prepare them. Now.
Thank God for King George on
Right?
this one, right?
They would have just sat there and waited?
No, I get it. There's some cases where it's probably appropriate back then, but...
All right. Hey, there we go.
He is magnificent.
Is he healthy? Are there any signs?
Of what, mother? He is our next king. Could he be anything but perfection?
There you go, George.
He is perfection.
Not, hey, can I hold my grandchild?
You are a proud uncle, and Her Majesty must be full of joy.
She hardly spares me a glance. I suppose with the baby, she is rather overwhelmed.
Oh.
Look at Lord Ledger having a good time.
Agatha, are you all right?
Yes, apologies. I'm feeling a bit not myself.
You should go home immediately and lie down. I shall get the carriage.
Thank you.
Sit right here and look at Lord Ledger, please.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, life. Life, right?
That's
You know?
life.
Has there been a decision?
A decision about what? About the title. As I told you before, that is a decision only His Majesty can make. I could not speak to the King or Queen on such matters. Such a shame. I could be so helpful.
Oh, come on.
Yet I can't be helpful.
How unfortunate that you will not speak freely to me. We had a very fine arrangement, did we not? Be a shame for you to lose the very fine estate in which you now reside. Hush. Stop it.
What the fuck?
When my dear husband died, I had to throw myself on the mercy of his father, the king. A cruel, evil man. He was vicious with Georgie. The bruises. I had bruises as well. There were no other options. I endured. Instead, I secured my son as king.
Holy shit.
What a turn.
I do not like you. However, you have been an admirable adversary thus far. Our battles bring me satisfaction. So this will not do. You are not allowed to come here and sob. You may not quit. Cover your bruises and endure. Do not lose control
This
of
is
your
some
fate.
pretty powerful woman-to-woman talk.
Yeah,
Holy
very powerful.
shit.
Relatable for
it's not,
Agatha on a lot of levels.
Yeah, she's not talking down to her now. That's like a pep talk. Like, run your shit.
How goes life at Buckingham House? That news depends on what is to become of my son's title, Your Highness.
Oh.
All right, back to being dueling adversaries here.
Yes. That's exactly what just happened here.
Tea with a little brandy.
Wow. What? I guess I didn't know I needed that scene.
Yeah, well, in the
That was
backstory
interesting.
of the princess.
Yeah, I shouldn't be shocked because of the time, but still, it's shocking.
I was with the baby.
Oh, no.
I'm not late. There is plenty of time. Do you have your speech?
In hand.
Parliament will appreciate all of your thoughts. You are ready?
Put you at ease.
No, show his hand again.
He is going to be brilliant.
Of course, Your Majesty. He is the king.
Where's Reynolds? Is Reynolds by him? I don't think so. But
I'm surprised Charlotte wouldn't accompany him, at least in the carriage.
Oh, no.
Locked.
Your Majesty.
Oh, shit. What's Reynolds
And he
gonna do
can't
here
say
now?
he's sick or not well
No, yeah,
or
'cause
whatever.
it'd be-
There's no way around it.
Your Majesty.
What was it?
Oh.
Did speech not go well?
He did not deliver a speech. He never got out of the carriage.
Oh.
What do you mean he never got out?
His Majesty could not get out of the carriage.
What happened? What did you do? He seemed quite fine when he left
He was
here.
not fine.
Oh, finally some truth.
He was not.
George, where are you?
Yeah, he's under.
Oh, I like that camera shot.
Can you come out for me?
I want to. The heavens. They cannot find me, and I am hiding. All is very, very wrong.
All right, you're going to need one hell of a pep talk here, Charlotte.
I could not get out of the carriage. I could not even read the words on the page. I'm not a king. I'm no one's king.
You will do better next time.
No, there is no better. There is no cure. You can leave me.
George, I will not leave you.
Good.
I will not.
You have half a husband, Charlotte. Half a life. I cannot give you the future that you deserve. Only half.
Then we shall make it the very best half. I love you.
Wow.
I am your queen, and as long as I am so, I shall never leave your side. You will be king. Your children will rule. Together, we are whole.
She has become so much more stoic and just telling him how it is, hiding all of her emotions, kind of. Emotions,
I tell you the truth of who I was before we wed.
You said you were just George. That is who you are. Half king, half farmer, but always just George. That is all you need to be.
We should
She is the
all be
backbone.
so lucky.
What happened at Parliament? I fear it will overtake my crown.
If the crown cannot go to Parliament, we shall bring Parliament to the crown.
See, you got Charlotte Reynolds. They have a good team, and she's doing quite well, helping him.
My business is complete. My nephew is born. I am to return home soon.
I did not think you would stay. We shall see one another again on your next visit.
No.
Unless.
Oh.
Would you consider returning home with me as my wife? I know. You are barely out of mourning. We have only just begun to court, but
I kind of thought she
I will not
wanted
say
to
words
stay,
with
though.
hearts and flowers, because I know you are not a hearts and flowers woman. But there is something here between us. I feel it, and I believe we could be happy together.
Adolphus,
Her heart is somewhere else. You're gonna have to keep trying.
Let the cook know that I am inviting Lady Danby to tea on Friday.
They are throwing a ball to introduce the new prince.
It is a lovely idea.
I do not believe you had any knowledge of a ball.
I had knowledge.
You did not mention it to us.
The palace need not mention all news to you.
You have lost control.
I am the mother of the king.
He could not address Parliament. They say he is farming his days away.
How goes His Majesty's medical state?
He is in fine form.
So says his doctor.
I have control.
This ball is his first social appearance. The king must be the king.
His first social appearance ever?
Baby number 2.
Yep. It's on the way. Only a matter of time.
Oh, they have
Oh,
like
look who it is.
13.
No.
They're not the correct colour palette. Oh, did you choose the colour palette? Because I believe this is the Queen's choice.
It is His Majesty's ball.
She is the hostess.
He is the king.
She is the Queen.
The sculptures are also in the wrong
I was
position.
walking away.
May I see those? No.
You just made the list.
you are going to say yes to his proposal. Good night, Coral.
Ramsay is odious, but it is a very nice portrait.
Portrait which I did not even sit.
Is still us, you and me.
Yes, but not real. You are Rachel.
You might say a diamond of the season.
She's the queen.
You and me.
You and me.
As long as she's with him, he's fine.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I agree. As long as she's like there.
Yep.
Never been to a party like that.
Well, they wouldn't have you.
I went to Buckingham. They didn't let me in.
Oh, of course not.
But I was there.
A lady does not stretch her neck like a giraffe. I want to see the queen. Queen
Giraffe.
has not yet made an appearance. I told you, she's not yet ready to be out in society.
She's more than ready.
God. She's not ready to be
look,
out in
there's
society.
Lady Danbury. She looks marvelous.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Do not feel any nerves.
Wait.
Smile and wave.
Wow. Good for Charlotte for like really stepping up. It's also what he needs too.
See, I think the dance would allow him to focus just on her and not everybody else.
Yeah, you get locked in on something, you know?
Well, everyone is their center of attention, so that's also something. Yeah, see,
Keep your eyes on me.
That's just look at me.
Do not look at them. There is no one here but us.
There you go. It's just us.
You and me.
You and me.
Oh, look at how fine that dance is.
Oh, and a kiss.
Bravo.
What more do you want?
Looks like a king who's on top of his game to me.
Yep.
We thank you all for joining us
Okay.
to celebrate the arrival of our new prince. Unsurprisingly, given I am the third, we have chosen to name him George IV. To your future king.
Look at that
Look at
scowl.
him, that sour puss.
That's because maybe he just proved him wrong.
Yep.
You dislike crowds as much as I do. Another way we're a match.
True.
I'm happy for her. It would be nice to be happy for myself as well.
What would our life look like if we married and I went back home with you?
Fair question, by the way.
Yeah.
My province is the greatest place in the world. Most of the wives at court are older than you, but you will like them once you learn the language. And it is good that you are young. It means you can have more children.
More children.
I will raise the Danbury children as my own. I will care for them as I do you. But I must have an heir, perhaps 2 or 3.
Yes.
You can travel with me. We can even come back here to England every few years if you're worried about missing home.
Every few
But you will not
years?
miss home for long. There will be festivals and balls
she is
and
not
charities
into this at
and
all.
No.
Yeah.
I cannot marry you. I am sorry.
Hang out here in the ton.
You would have listened to me and cared for me, yet it does not change what I know to be true. I cannot marry you.
It's her brain
I
versus
cannot
her
marry
heart.
you. Never want to be married again.
This is a terrible mistake you are making.
Perhaps I am making a terrible mistake, but it is mine to make. I do hope you will forgive me.
Nothing to forgive.
Yeah, there's nothing to forgive. And he completely just blocked her out of her saying she can finally be her own.
Good for her. Stood up for what she wanted.
Feels like the weight of the
There,
world
look at
is
that.
just off
See?
her shoulders.
Let it all out.
I've always said a lot of things don't feel as good as saying no to something you don't want to do.
There it is.
It is a lovely ball.
Good comparison.
We enjoy hosting. We shall do it more often.
Good.
Yes.
These two.
I have only ever wanted him to be happy.
He
Well,
is.
now that we
happy.
have a much
You
more
make
understanding of her, like these conversations feel
Right.
different.
Whoa.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You make him happy. Wow. Some respect
Yeah.
from Mom.
Well, and of course,
Gosh.
we see Mom a little bit different now. of
Yeah,
course,
I know. I
she
wish we
said.
would have had that.
But
Selfishly, I wish
that
we would
was
have had that earlier,
the
but I see
ride
why they did that.
They wanted us to take.
Yep.
Shall we dance?
Yes.
Oh, again, this guy's doing fine.
I mean, can you imagine if she,
Oh, I can't
Princess
believe
had
they
that
gave us.
conversation with Charlotte?
Yeah,
You guys are missing it. Well, some people prefer the original by Dolly Parton. I respect it, but it's hard
Well,
to.
let's not discount Reynolds and Brimsley finally getting to have a little bit of a moment.
A moment. We've seen other moments, but they get to dance. Good for them.
See?
Oh, guys.
Just is it going to be? Just don't be brutal. Just tell me he had to like go someplace else to a different country or something. Don't make it brutal.
Wait, what?
Excuse me, sir.
No, that's not.
Oh, I was gonna
What are you doing rustling about out here?
Rustling?
How dare you step away from your duties?
Apologies, sir. Her Majesty has visitors.
You have delivered your message. You may go.
At this hour?
Oh, fuck. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We come bearing news, Your Majesty.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, Your Majesty. I waited for quite some time, so there would be no doubt.
You will have your heir, Mother.
Oh, that's the most we've seen her break down ever.
Victoria thinks it will be a girl.
I hope that will be all right with you.
And a strong queen is just what this country needs. Thank you.
It's good to see Queen Charlotte happy here. Oh,
well, now she
finally.
knows that everything she did, it means something.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Your Majesty, thank you so very much for the...
You refused my brother. Give him hope of union, of happiness, then break his heart at my ball, in my home.
Your Majesty, I...
His humour may lack wit, and yes, his condescendence knows no bounds. He is, however, a person of fine character and pure heart.
It's a fine match.
Please, accept my apology. Tell me what I might do in order to...
Adolphus will survive. What concerns me is what I am to do with you. The fact that you did not come to me with your concerns, your fears regarding your inheritance, your title.
Oh.
I apologize, Your Majesty. I only did not want to place my burdens on top of your own. Yours, which seems so...
We are one crown. His weight is mine, and mine is his. One crown. We rule for the welfare of all our subjects, new and old, rival and foe, titled or not. You tell me my castle walls are too high. I tell you they must be. High as the sky, if necessary, to protect you, to protect all our worthy subjects. I suggest you shift your fear into faith and come to us with your concerns directly. To do otherwise would suggest we are incapable of addressing them, unless that is what you believe. Lady Danbury.
Well, there's your answer.
really thought...
Lady Danbury.
She took care of everything.
I shall send for you soon.
Wow. I really thought
Your Majesty.
that was going to go another way for some reason, even though we know they're okay.
For once, for me, I'm ordering you. I'm afraid my sworn commitment to the welfare of the crown outweighs your order, Your Majesty. Impossible. Off with you. Someone who will drink with me.
I will not.
You refuse me as well.
I do.
Well, guess why? Number 2 already. All right.
The fates of too many rests on us securing your line.
Our line.
Our bloodline.
You and me.
And them.
And them.
Twins. Right?
Well, that's the way I do
Well, I
it.
don't know if she meant twins or them as kids in general, but
as
in
the
any
two
regard.
they'll have either way.
The weather does not obey our wishes.
Indeed, it
Sit over
does
here.
not.
Oh, those
Oh.
are my birthday hats. I believe I may have told you about them.
Yes, you did. Your
Oh,
father
she-
made them for you.
she
every
put 'em
year
all
on your
out.
birthday. Correct?
Yes, and I used to make them for Edmund.
You keep them all on display.
I did not always, but lately, I suppose I am feeling sentimental. Look, these are the ones my father made.
Oh, shit.
They are.
Sometimes you don't even need to say a word.
I thought I would enjoy them for a time before I pack them back up, let them go.
You're packing them away?
Well, yes, it is a rather large collection. However, they are filled with memories, ones that I do not want to let go of.
Agatha understands.
What's your play here, Lady D? Standoff.
That just says it right there.
Oh, she knows that she knows.
Oh, goodness, the tea. We should sit.
Violet,
I believe you should leave the hats where they are. They are lovely. As you say, cheerful.
Yes.
That's Lady Danbury letting her know it was a wonderful memory that she had and not some scandalous thing.
Nope. You know what? They don't even need to talk.
Nope. Understanding right there. I mean, honestly.
Just the look.
Oh! How would you even write the
Oh.
dialogue for that? You know, it's better that they just have
They
that
knew.
understanding.
Just without saying a word.
It all confirmed.
Yep.
That was cool. And to your point, like, how do you even write that for
Do not
those
hover,
two to be
Brinsley.
just
I'm
right?
quite capable of seeing him on my own.
Oh, is she coming to see the king?
He's still...
George.
No, do not bother me. In the sky.
It is me. It is your Charlotte. I have some news, George. Wonderful news. George?
Oh, man, this is going to be some sad shit.
Oh, underneath the bed.
Just George.
He's...
Farmer George.
Because remember, he was saying...
That's how she gets through to him.
Hide from the heavens with me.
Charlotte. Why, hello.
Hello, George.
It is quiet here.
Our son, Edward. He has married and his wife is with child.
Edward is going to be a father.
Yes. Your line will live on.
Our line.
Oh. See, he remembers.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Hard to do it any better than that, folks.
Fancy meeting you here. You did not go over the wall.
Nope. She did not.
No, George. I did not go over the wall.
I love how they're flipping back and forth with the old and young version.
Wow.
Boy, those last 5 minutes, I was like, how are they going to wrap it up?
Oh. Power. That was great. Powerful right there.
Yeah, what a finish.
Holy shit. That was the only one way for her to connect to George.
Yeah. The only way to break through to him. And he remembered everything, like, right away. Everything back to, you know, what they did that they showed us earlier on. And, of course, this is years later, but he was able to go right back to that same place that he was at and remember everything. And I thought it was brilliant. I was, like, looking at the clock, like, how are we going to wrap this up? I mean, it's getting, tick-tock. We're getting to the end here. And everything and for me, it started when they wrapped up everything with Violet and Danbury. When they wrapped up that and then they got to with George and Charlotte, I'm like, wow. I mean, they tied it up brilliantly, but it was so fast how they did it. But it absolutely worked. For me, they couldn't have done the conversation or lack thereof between Violet and Agatha any other way. Like, that's exactly how that had to go. You didn't need to say a word, just talk about, the crowns that Lord Ledger would make on her birthday, and their facial expressions told us everything about the understanding. And I really appreciate the way that Lady Danbury, the way she expressed herself at the end, because that was a look of, yeah, I loved him for that, however brief it may have been. I loved him. This wasn't just a fleeting, scandalous, like passion-filled type thing. There was some real love there, and I thought she conveyed that. Violet understood, because I think Violet was maybe thinking another way until Lady Danbury expressed herself and she was able to see it. So I thought that was so brilliantly done.
Yeah, I love how they did that, because she said it without saying it. So that was really cool. And then having them just basically lock eyes as they take a seat. Mm-hmm. I don't think sure, maybe there is one or two ways that you could have it cleverly written.
Words are so messy sometimes.
But I don't think it was really needed in this case.
Not at all.
She got the confirmation from the hat. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. Of course, it's always great to hear someone give you the 100% confirmation, right?
We've seen in this show sometimes communication when you think you heard something, you didn't hear what they meant.
Yeah, so that's very true with this series. But because of their relationship, the way that her demeanor and her emotions immediately, Lady Danbury, the way they immediately change. Violet is smart enough to understand the shift of everything, and therefore I believe everything they showed us here for their understanding was very, very well done. And shout out to the actresses for their being able to pull it off. Because again, a lot of even just our space acting world in general, a lot is told by the face. So bravo for these two for being able to display everything with very little or minimal dialogue. So I thought that was brilliantly done.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Violet gets it because she's in that spot right now that Lady Danbury was in all those years ago when, her and her Lady Danbury and her father had the brief romance that they did. So I thought she totally got it.
Yeah, I mean, that was so powerful. And I think what we really saw here, and obviously it's a limited run series, but I think, earlier on in the season, Lady Danbury said I believe the word she used was loathed her husband. And I think when people get out of relationships like those, there can be hurt, there can be anger, there can be this desire to just completely write off relationships, write off seeing people, whether you believe that you're not deserving of love or whether you think that it's not something you ever want to try again. And I think that's something that I don't say like a lot of us have gone through, but I think there's definitely people that have gone through that where a relationship has ended. They just write off, that's it, I'm done.
They're just done with it, yeah.
And then somebody else comes into your life and they are just such a breath of fresh air that they completely change that. And the really, without sounding cheesy, the really beautiful thing about that is that even if things don't work out with that person, as they didn't work out here, we know that Lord Ledger and Lady Danbury didn't end up together and their time together was relatively brief. Even if you don't end up with that person, somebody coming into your life and causing such a huge shift in your outlook on the rest of your life because of the way they treated you for a short period of time, showing you what true, for Lady Danbury, it was what conversation looked like. It's what quality time together looked like. We found out, all jokes aside, it's what passion looked like. It was somebody who cared for your desires looked like and wasn't just there to, do what they wanted and be done.
It's what love can be.
It's exactly. And so even though, and I think that's what Lady Danbury said, leave them out and it can be a joyous thing. It's like she looks back on the time with Dad and they made it clear that she wanted more and she wanted to, kind of continue what they had. But even if it didn't, the time they spent together was very special time for her. And it showed her that, what a topic in this show that we saw in the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton, that if she's going to move forward with somebody, she's going to do it because she wants to be with that person, because she loves that person. And the Queen's brother just wasn't it. And I think
'cause she doesn't need to do it for titles or protection or anything more. Now she didn't know that she was going to get that from Queen Charlotte, but still, she couldn't.
Then I think the thing with Violet is look, obviously not condoning stepping outside any sort of relationships, but it seemed very much like Violet understood that her parents' marriage wasn't one of love. It was arranged, whatever. Dad seemed to tolerate Mom. I'll say that. Again, the story with Ma and Pa Ledger was limited, but they did not paint Mom Ledger to be very open-minded, a very nice person. Even at the ball, she's not ready to be out in society. Yeah. Stop waving, So I think
She almost
I
had
think-
like the vibe of like a step parent
Yeah,
that
it
she
was
moves that
just-
comes in
she
later,
was
doesn't
so-
necessarily
she was
like
just,
Violet.
She was so worried about, her. That's a parent who they have kids, but they're still just worried about themselves. How does my standing in society look? What are people going to think of me because of the way my child acts, or what it's all that. And I think what Violet realized is that even though stepped out on Mom for a second, I think Violet realized that if her dad made Lady Danbury one of those crowns, it meant that she was very special to him, and that maybe Lady Danbury brought her father some much needed happiness as well. And I think there was this very mutual and what brilliant writing and even a more brilliant performance, because this writing doesn't work without two incredibly talented actresses. But the way they said everything they needed to say just without actually saying it, I think was brilliant writing. Yes, they said, you know what, I got all the crowns out. And I think Violet got all the crowns out because she was expecting Lady Danbury to sit down and tell a story. Yes, he made me this. We had this, relatively brief interaction, and Lady Danbury didn't go. She didn't even admit it. She just went with it and didn't have to tell the story. But again, I think there was this. Lady Danbury was very happy for the time because the father showed her what a real relationship could look like, and that she was worthy of love and everything else. And
I think Lord Ledger saw it too with his brief time with Lady Danbury. I think he got a little bit of that, but then he knew, kind of what he had to do from a social standing, I guess, and fulfill his duties as a husband. But he got to see that little bit of love and connection that he could have with somebody.
Well,
as
I think it's one of those things where the kind of the vibe I got when he looks at her is like, I want you to know that I can't do this, but you made me incredibly happy.
Right. I wish I could.
I can't do this, but I think it's like almost like the saying, I love you. We can't do this, but you're an incredibly special person, and I wish nothing but the best for you. So, again, just two people who came into each other's lives, and I forget what the saying is. It's basically along the lines of, and it was in another movie where they talk about chemistry is the easy part, timing is what kind of fucks us all.
Yep.
The chemistry is the easy part, and we
right here,
we had
even
that
line kind of.
Diamond Dave just went back. Lady Danbury, it is your kindness for which I should be showing gratitude, because maybe he just felt like, God, like I'm just every day in and day out going through these motions with my wife, and look, there's a lot of marriages, and not just in a time when they were arranged, a lot of marriages where one partner or both doesn't really feel like they're loved, and sometimes you start questioning whether you're deserving of it or if it's you. And the fact that they had this connection maybe reminded him, even for a brief period of time, like, you know what, I'm still somebody who's worthy of being loved,
he's a good
too.
enough person.
And of course, it can be a little bit cliche for a man to act like that, I'm sure, during this time frame, to question whether he was still loved. But I mean, that side of this story was incredibly, incredibly powerful, incredibly well written, and of course, the performances I thought were incredible.
Yeah, they nailed it
for that.
Yeah. So now going into the flashback, what's funny is that, like, honestly, I'm not even mad that they did it, because I'm not justifying the cheating at all, but I feel like Lady Danbury is, for the majority of you and us, is like that really good friend, and it's like, oh, what'd you do? you may want you want to kind of give that armchair advice of like, you may want to stop because he's married, but at the same time, you're almost happy because now Lady Danbury has, we'll just say, blossomed to cover. I'll use it as a blanket statement, blossomed in pretty much every way possible, considering what she's been dealing with from 3 years old until Lord D kicked the bucket. So seeing her, hearing her journey, seeing a little bit of it at the tail end, and now seeing her find happiness through the situation with Lord Danbury, and of course finding happiness in all other aspects too. Of course, still having a few speed bumps, right? Because the name, does her son get the title and everything that came along with that, where the Queen came in and basically said, "You're good," essentially, to kind of quickly wrap that up.
Yeah.
So now seeing Lady D's journey going back to the moment with Violet now, because that's real time for our timeline. All the things that you brought up, or that she brought up, that you mentioned at last review or before. Now, I really want to go back and see some of her speeches again, and just now look at it differently through this set of eyes because of the journey that we just went on with her through here. As far as Lord Ledger, hey, obviously they painted his wife, Violet's mom, to be a certain type of individual. I'll just say more than slightly miserable. And bravo for Lord Ledger to always bring positive, especially when it came to Violet. He was always trying to lift her up. So, again, not condoning the cheating, but the steps were there for the writing to at least probably be like, oh, well, darn, Again, I'm curious to watch or read some of your comments on how you thought about this whole journey with Lord Ledger and Lady D. So I can't wait to read those. But I thought the journey, again, of Lady D's very, very intriguing for this season.
Yeah, and it was wild because the more I'm kind of thinking on it, it's like, look, they were never going to end up together. I don't think. Ledger and Danbury, because how would that even work? We don't know how does Lord Ledger get rid of his current wife and take a new one? I mean, how does that even work? So it was something that they both needed just to see, like you said, Oak. They both deserve love. They both can have love. Timing being what it is, not great, but it's just like that relationship was never going to go anywhere outside of them showing each other that they do deserve that and they are great people. So, I mean, maybe that's one way to look at it.
One of the other things that I loved with Lady Danbury's story is when she was sitting down with Princess Augusta, and Princess Augusta starts telling her, stop crying. I'm like, oh, that's cold. And I'm not sure how much is going to make the cut, but I was like, oh, that's cold. And then she gets out the drink. And she goes into this, incredibly powerful speech, basically talking about like, hey, the reality of our existence here is, we are women in a time frame where we're not supposed to be powerful. We're not supposed to question authority. We're just supposed to do what we're told. And you don't have room to cry here, because if there's things you want, you got to, lace up your boots and go get them and not take any shit. You can't let people. I think the crying was like her saying, you don't, as a woman who wants things and wants to go after and get things, you don't get to cry. I didn't get to cry. And then, obviously they tell us the Queen had been through a lot. Her husband's dad, was abusive to Georgie, was abusive to her. And after a while, she's like, you just have to stand up. And I thought that was so powerful because, again, I thought there was this like, early on, like, I'm better than you relationship, then okay, we can be mutually beneficial. Then it seemed like it was shifting to, okay, well, you're not that much, benefit to me anymore, so I'm going to write you off. Yeah. And it just turned into this incredibly powerful speech just about, as women in this time, we don't get to cry. We have to be strong because that's how we take care of ourselves and take care of the people that we love.
The key word was endure. She said that multiple times.
Yes.
Endure instead of like, I think she even said in here, endure, don't fall apart, or however she said that in here. But that word endure, she really hit on multiple times in this speech.
Well, and especially since, the Princess Augusta looked at Lady Danbury as like her rival. Like, this is the one that I'm supposed to spar with a little bit back and forth, and you're going to be crying? No, that's not acceptable for somebody who's my rival, who's up to my level. So you need to, for lack of a better term in her words, you need to do better and, like you said, get it together to go out and get what you want. So it was a shocking turn because, like you said, they had been rivals and kind of using leverage against one another a little bit, and now this mutual sign of respect. I guess.
Right here, I need not to be content to surrender. So her doing that was actually it helped shape Lady D now, because we see her now, and I feel like ever since now that we got this speech from Princess Augusta, now I'm starting to kind of see that in Lady D in season 1 and season 2, especially talking to Kate a couple times.
Yeah.
But obviously she did it in a much different way and kept it more relevant to what Kate was going on.
Well,
I'm starting to see that now a little bit.
I think the other really powerful thing about what happened here between Augusta and Lady Danbury was, I think so often people look at obviously the monarchy here or people who are well off and just think that you've had the easiest life. Oh, you've had the easiest life. And we found out that her son was abused by a grandfather. She was abused by, which is really, fucked up to think that her husband's dad was abusive to her. And, again, it makes Lady Danbury sit back and think like, I'm looking at you as, your husband was, a prince, your father-in-law was the king, your son's going to be the king. You have all the fancy houses and the servants, but she's not saying she had to endure. Think about that. Like, I had to endure
survival mechanism.
I had to endure being a princess, and
she had to do it so that her son could become king, because she was worried about being just thrown out if she wasn't able to convince the king.
All for survival. I know the key word's endure, but that
endure
was
and
survival.
So
each and every single day.
Just a really monumental shift, I think, for the way that I looked at the relationship between these two. And I think the way that Lady Danbury, looked at Princess Augusta and the things that she has to do to endure and to thrive in a time where, the women were told that they needed to take a back seat,
Yeah. And unless you had more on this, I want to talk about another scene.
I was just going to say, this is another piece where I can't wait to read some of the folks' thoughts on this particular instance of the show, because again, I know we all kind of said it, it really changes the way you look at her. You get a better understanding. You may not change how you feel about her, but at least you get an understanding now of like, oh, this is where this is coming from. And it may not always be the best approach that she does, but now you can understand.
It puts the viewer kind of in Lady Danbury's shoes a little bit, because you're getting the same emotion that she did. Another scene that I liked where, again, they didn't have to say much of anything, but was the relationship and how things went with Reynolds and Brimsley, where, and I don't know if it'll make the cut or not. I'm like, we don't see Reynolds in present time, so I'm wondering, did he go someplace else? Was he called to service to go somewhere else? But the way they did that with Reynolds and Brimsley, they finally got to have their moment to have a dance out in the woods, away from everybody. But then they go to the present time, and Brimsley's dancing with himself, kind of imagining that moment again. And it's like they didn't have to tell us necessarily out front what happened, but you kind of figure what happened. And Brimsley obviously went through a lot of loss, and we saw him be a little emotional with Queen Charlotte in one of the scenes when he talked about, did you not marry, did you not have a family? And he got pretty emotional at that. And it was a way for us to see what happened without, again, having to try to write it in a way and get the right words and make sure everybody's happy with it, because this way you can interpret it how you think it went, and that way it's perfect in your own mind.
That scene was incredible, and of course there you had the symphonic or orchestral version, I don't know what the proper term is, of basically, what's that?
Orchestra.
The orchestra version of one of the greatest love songs of all time, I Will Always Love You. Of course, originally by Dolly Parton, but made famous again in the 90s by Whitney Houston. And seeing them dance and them just being happy, because, especially, obviously we saw a few moments of passion, and they got their private time when they could and kind of where they could. But and not to say that they weren't enjoying each other's company, but here they were just smiling. They were just smiling and being together and dancing. And we can see it wasn't obviously on the dance floor. They were, maybe 100 yards away or something. But they were just genuinely happy. And I think both of them put so much energy into the king and the queen that the energy that they had to give to each other was always like what was left.
Yeah, what was left, yeah.
Everything, you give everything you can to the king and the queen. And then when we're together where we can, when we have 20 minutes to squeeze our time in together, whatever we have, still in the gas tank, that's what we'll give to each other. And here they were looking at each other, they were smiling, and they were just enjoying just a truly happy moment. One, knowing they got to be together, and two, they could step away from their duties because the king and queen were happy. And then, I mean, what a gut punch. Just a beautiful, beautiful moment when they cut and Brimsley was dancing there by himself. And, when the guy came walking down the stairs, I'm like, wait, no. I'm like, it was like
you were hoping.
Well, because look, and you can make your own hypotheticals. Look, maybe they continued their relationship and somebody found out that they were together and they had to stop seeing each other, and he's out there dancing, and he finally comes down the stairs, and it's like, oh, I didn't know. When he got further down the stairs, you realize that it was just one of the people working at the house. But what an incredibly beautiful moment, done to a wonderful song. I'm so happy they used "I Will Always Love You." That was pretty incredible. But yeah, I mean, they, these kind of storylines we've had going all season. They gave us a beautiful, albeit sad, a rap for Brimsley and Reynolds, and of course, kind of the rap for Lady Danbury and Pa Ledger, and a modern time rap for. For those two as well, for Lady Danbury and Violet, and then of course the end
finish.
Oh wow! I know, I get pretty excited. Or got pretty excited rather in the first two seasons of Bridgerton, and especially the second season for me was still a little bit better than the first, and where I just said this is absolute peak television. And there's everybody who's like, you got to watch Queen Charlotte. It's like, this is also absolute peak television. And the scene under the bed was so powerful. It was so, when she was saying she was saying just George. It was like, just all the adversities, all the obstacles they had, everything that happened with him. And she was there with him through all of it. And the fact that she went up there and she was so excited to tell him, and she crawled under the bed with him, that shows how much she still loves him after all these years and through everything we've been through. Because in the first two seasons of Bridgerton, we saw a few moments with him, and you could tell she was sad. But it was hard to tell whether she felt inconvenienced by him as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's been having to hide her emotions for so long, and we saw that through this whole season, how she's had to put that
I
wall
never got
up.
the vibe that she felt inconvenienced. That I never picked that up.
Well, she was always kind of just, she never, they didn't give us any emotion. Like, she felt so sad about the king's situation. And the other thing that we learn in this, and I'm really glad they showed this the way it did. Look, I think a lot of people probably were under the assumption in the first two seasons of Bridgerton that he was just an older gentleman that had dementia or Alzheimer's, where we learn here that that's not the case at all. And he just goes into this different place, and when he snaps out of it, he's 100% him. And look, anybody who's had experience with people with Alzheimer's or dementia knows that sometimes they have their moments where they can, remember who a person is, or they kind of snap out of it for a minute, and friends and family might get a lot of hope. This felt like it was a lot different. This felt like, he had this condition where he was just in a different place, and he totally snapped out of it. And this might be kind of a trivial thing, but it I don't want to say it hit hard, but like when we saw him in the earlier part of seasons 1 and 2, and he had the wig on, it's like he didn't look like young George, right? Mm-hmm. And they showed him under the bed with his short hair, and it was like, no, that's just George, because you're so used to seeing him with the wig on.
Yeah, all done up.
To me, he looked much older with the wig on, Yeah,
it looked, I mean, to me, I was actually kind of surprised the way the actor looked when he didn't have the wig on, because I'm like, wow, he looks totally different.
Same here. Yeah. And so when we started, because the woman playing, I apologize for her name, the woman playing Queen Charlotte, I don't know how old she is, but she looks, she's got flawless. Here I'm like, flawless skin. I mean, you could tell somebody she's 42, and people would be like, okay, I believe you. She looks incredible. And then when you had the king come out earlier in seasons 1 and 2, he looked really old. So I thought it was a situation with Charlotte and the king, almost like what we saw with some of the pairings that they tried to make, where I thought we were going to get I thought we were going to get a story where I thought we were going to get a story where Charlotte was much, much younger than George, because visually seeing the Queen and seeing the King with his wig on, to me, he looked 25 years older than she did. I thought like way older. And then when you see him under the bed with her, he looked like, okay, now he's a guy who looks like he's
closer.
He could be early mid 60s or something like that with the way the hair was. So not only did you see him as just George, but you visually, physically, he looked like a much younger version of himself. So the whole moment kind of had this different romance about it. So, but I just loved how Queen Charlotte was like the glue that helped him snap back and be who he needed to be. And that whole scene where Parliament had to come to the palace or the house, and he had to put on his best to show them that he was all there. It was all with her support. And whether it was the dance scene where she was like, "Hey, there's nobody else here. It's just me and you. Focus on me, and you'll be fine." And he was all the way to the end of the show, where it's just her in the room, and she did what she had to do to kind of jog those memories going underneath the bed, and there was George right back as himself.
Yeah, the layers of sadness throughout the series, and then the layers of sadness that you got here at the end, highly impactful emotionally. I love the shots that they gave of showing young King George, and then young Queen Charlotte. So the way they were shooting that was phenomenal. I mean, it was already hitting right as soon as you saw her start to make a move for the bed. Then when they get under there and you can kind of just see him slightly come back a little bit, that's when it hits even more, at least for me. So just seeing how that all came together at the end, because you feel bad for Charlotte, especially through this journey, that she didn't get to live, like George was kind of saying, you're getting half man. And I know she backed it up by saying, well, then we're going to make the best out of this half. But you still feel a little sad for Queen Charlotte in this, because look how much she's had to endure since day one of this journey of being the future queen.
It helps us understand her character a lot more from Bridgerton 1 and 2.
Yep.
Now we see this,
huge. And now, the really interesting thing for me is moving forward into seasons 3 and 4. I think we're all going to look at the Queen in such a different light.
Well, we're going to look at a lot of characters.
Everybody gets looked at in a different light. You know what surprised me, and Dave, you kind of brought it up earlier. I know we kind of bounced away from it. Is how quickly this ended.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, she goes up, hey, Brimsley, let me go up there. I can see the King. She's in there. That scene with her and the King must have been 2 or 3 minutes long. It wasn't some drawn out scene or anything like that. And it was perfect. If you would have told me, they're going to basically wrap it up, the final scenes, they're going to give us 2 minutes. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I need to know. I need a nice bow tie. Look, if there was ever a season I needed a nice bow tie on, it was this one. And bow tie, excuse Jesus Christ, a bow on it, not a bow tie. Well, everybody's getting dressed up. A nice bow on. It was this one, and they did it as beautifully as I think anybody could ever ask for, with the way they told how their story went and how it continues to go, because we know this is modern time, and now you go back to, if we're going to see the King again, okay, well, he's still there. He's just she's got to find the way to bring out just George.
Yeah.
And I did appreciate the kids kind of calling out Charlotte just a little bit, saying you've been our queen, not our mother. And at the same time, you can kind of see slightly of the responsibilities and all the weight that's on Queen Charlotte's shoulders.
The whole nation. She's even said that.
Yeah, multiple times, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of see why she is the way she is, but also I'm sure in that moment she was probably thinking, and I know they did a follow-up saying, well, I'm a good mom. And I thought she was a good mom for the most part here, right? They didn't really show us doing anything bad to her kids.
Yeah, we really can't judge so much as to what we've seen, because she's hardly with the kids.
Right.
There's not a lot for us
But they gave us a quick glimpse of their perspective. And, when you're in this situation, having that many kids, I'm sure at this time it would be hard for Queen Charlotte to be perfect at a 100% on every single level. So it was kind of unique to get the kids just that one moment.
Yeah.
Maybe she took a moment to like quickly reflect and maybe deeper off camera too. Because the way that her son came in and said, hey, we did it, the happiness, and it felt, you could feel, at least me, felt like there was probably a couple pounds of weight getting lifted off her shoulders.
Yeah,
considering
Charlotte
this whole journey that
she could finally relax a little bit about it, and knowing that it's the royal line is secured and she's done her job basically, and now she can kind of relax and now she can enjoy her husband for the best days that may be left.
Yeah.
So the other thing I liked, and again, I know I kind of touched on it, but I love how they allowed the audience to fill in so many blanks, and we touched on that with the lack of dialogue in some scenes not showing us directly what happened, like with Brimsley and Reynolds. But I thought that was really well done because they gave you just enough to have closure, and then go ahead and take it away, audience. You fill in the blanks of where you think it went. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'll start off with my score. 4-5 for me, for Queen Charlotte. Again, the reason why it's not a 5, actually this episode brought it up. It was going to be a 4. Brought it up to 4 or 5. I can't give it a 5 just because there's some writing choices that I definitely would have done differently with Lady D and some other aspects. But yeah, we'll leave it there at that for that moment. And then for Reynolds, I'm with you, Quinn. I'm curious if we get anything for a follow-up with Reynolds, whether it's incredibly sad or it's just like, hey,
just business.
Had to leave. Whatever the story is for Reynolds, I'm really looking forward to seeing if we do get anything on there. But shout out to everyone, the actors and actresses, everyone behind the cameras, because again, the sets, the clothes, the hair pieces, the timing, and all that. Bravo to everyone, because it really does take a lot of work from everybody that's involved with these things. So bravo. Looking forward to season 3 of Bridgerton now. And wow, what a season.
Yeah, everything we loved about Bridgerton they gave us here in the last couple episodes. For me, I'm going to mirror your score, Diamond Dave. This is a 4.5 for me. Because the first 3 episodes, I would put those all at about a 4, maybe some below a 4 in the first 3 episodes. For me, it didn't really kick into high gear and get going until episode 4. That's where I was like, oh, wow, now I'm on a ride. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 were 5s all day long for me. But like I said, for Bridgerton, seasons 1 and 2, every single one of those was a 5. So that's really tough to beat. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. A lot of fun. Glad I did it. So much backstory. Can't wait for season 3.
That is an easy 5 for me. I agree with these gentlemen that the first few episodes started off a little bit slower. But I think, as far as my opinion, they had to do that to build the story a little bit. We needed a little bit of world building, I guess you could say, because when you jump right into Bridgerton in season 1, it's like, yeah, they slowly feed you information about their background, but you kind of just you're kind of just in it. Where with Queen Charlotte, obviously we had to do a rewind, and so you had to learn about why she was the way she was when she was older. What was her youth like? What was her courting process like? So I was okay with the first few episodes being a little bit slower, and then just the way they finished it. It's this is what we do, folks. We watch TV shows, and long before we were doing this channel, we're still, I'm sure, we've all been there, folks.
Some of us.
We've all been there when we've watched a TV show and it comes to the season finale or the series finale, and we're questioning like, that could have been better. I wish they would have done this. I wish they would have done that. And for me, it is just so satisfying when you see a season finale. And yes, it's part of Bridgerton, but it's somewhat of a one-off, right?
Yeah.
And when you see a finale that they really just nail, for me, it's like it's the most satisfying thing when you get to walk away from it. You don't want more. You're not really sad that it ends. They told the story they needed to tell, and they ended it perfectly. And I like, Mason Quinn, you brought up some really good points. I love that there was some things that they did leave unsaid. Because not everything, oh, this is how this ended, and this is how this ended, and this is how this ended. Sometimes leaving it up to the viewer to kind of, fill in the blanks yourself is a fun way to do it. But I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Thank you to everybody who was very insistent on the order in which we watched this. You guys rock because, yes, I can now see moving into season 3.
Well, it's by release order, too, because we saw that on whatever episode it was that we looked it up, because I get it, some folks... 1, 2, 3, 4 of Bridgerton.
And then come back and watch it after.
But yeah, it's very pivotal in the timeline that Queen Charlotte, like you all said, is in between seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody out there, and keep the comments coming.
Absolutely.
We are loving the discussions, guys.
Folks, another show that doesn't happen for the 3 of us without you. So thank you again so much for that. As Oak said,
you went to call me up and said, "Hey, let's get together and watch Bridgerton on a Saturday night."
Not in a million years. So more. The good news is, folks, we have more Bridgerton to come. So you know where to find us. We'll be right here. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. Come on back for Bridgerton, season 3.